And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live. We are round two, if you will. We're here today after doing the tour of schools at Harold McCormick right up the street. We're here again at Cannon's Furniture, Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, as a matter of fact, here in downtown Elizabethton. So we are here with everything in the store on sale for Memorial Day. You got a free adjustable base with a purchase of mattress set over $9.99. You got up to $1,000 worth of Ingles gift cards, depending on your purchase. That'll help the old billfold to come down here and buy furniture and turn around and get Ingles gift cards. That's a really cool thing. And up to $500 off of select mattress sets. So everything in the store, recliners, kitchen tables, dining room sets, whatever you're looking for, everything's on sale for the Memorial Day sale going on here again at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabeth, where we are broadcasting live again on this gorgeous, gorgeous Tuesday, May the 14th. Really cool because this is the day that the Lord hath made, which we know that, but this is the day that the nation of Israel became a country. So, which is biblical. And let me make sure I can read it correctly here. So, on this day, according to the current era count, the independent state of Israel was proclaimed in Tel Aviv. Its first prime minister was David Ben-Gurion. U.S. President Harry Truman immediately recognized the new nation. That is in the book. That's God's chosen people. So Israel became a country on this day back in 1948, which is really cool. Makes him 76 years old, I guess, the country of Israel. Birthdays today, George Lucas is 80. Meg Foster is 76. Let's see, Kate Blanchett's having a birthday, 55. And that's pretty much it. So those are the birthdays again on this Tuesday, May the 14th. And so we, again, thank you for being with us wherever you may be. Again, we will be joined a little bit later on by Coach Ryan Presnell of Cyclone Baseball. We're going to be joined also by Andrew Lewis from Northeast Community Credit Union. Also, Mark Fowler stops by. Of course, Mr. Cannon's going to be here in just a minute from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishing, so he'll join us at the bottom of the hour as well. Let's get us started with the national anthem. We'll jump in and take a look at high school sports. Who played yesterday? We know that. We talked about it yesterday when we were at Chick-fil-A. But better yet, who won? Who's still moving on? And so let's do that right after this song. Let's bring in Daniel McCauley to do the national anthem here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabeth.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in there, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Furniture. Tell folks out there what Cannon Furniture is all about, would you please?
We are a local family-owned small business. We have a full line of furniture and bedding, living room, dining room, recliners, mattresses, you name it. We have it. We also do custom lines of furniture.
Some of the product lines you carry are?
We have Bassett, England, Ashley, Benchcraft, Barca Lounger, and Sealy, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Beauty Rest, Sierra Sleep. There's a new one coming soon, but I'll keep that one quiet until it gets here.
To the appropriate time. Hours are open at Cannon Furniture.
Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 5.
They rely a lot on social media. How can we find you on social media?
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Yep, one of our great sponsors is Cyclone Sports. Check them out, folks. Again, be loyal, buy local, and buy at Betsy in downtown Elizabeth. And the great folks are right here, Cannon's Furniture. And back on the top of the sports show again, we are live here at We Are. Hello to Linda Pierce in Ohio. Thank you for listening and watching. We're here again, as we said. We are here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabeth, where everything in the store is on sale. Everything. Up to $500 off on select mattress sets. Up to $1,000 Ingles gift cards, depending on the purchase. And we'll run down some of the sale items when Mr. Cannon gets here in just a few minutes. Let's take a look again at the high school baseball and softball. First off, what happened yesterday in softball? Softball played yesterday. Baseball will play tomorrow. Hello, Patsy Lyons. Hello to Linda Pierce. Hello to Henry Couch. Thank you for watching, sir. You got the new name. In softball from yesterday in 4A, Dobbins Minute shuts out Jeff County in the run rule 10-0. Morristown West blanks Daniel Boone 4-0. Daniel Boone's ladies, hello Bailey Wall, how you doing? Daniel Boone's ladies were eating at Chick-fil-A. We were there yesterday for the show. Well, they lose last night 4-0, so tomorrow night for the championship, Morristown West at Dobbins Minute. Now, a lot of rain on the forecast for Wednesday, both here and in Knoxville where we are going, so we'll talk about that in a moment. In 3A softball last night, Crockett all over Greenville 15-4, and Tennessee I doubles up Granger 4-2. So tomorrow night in Bristol, Crockett and Tennessee I out of the same region. Here they come again. In 2A softball, Alcoa beat South Green 13-1 in Johnson County. The Lady Longhorns, they beat Eagleton 4-3. So congratulations to Johnson County. So Alcoa will go to Johnson County tomorrow night. That's a long way to go for a regional championship, especially when it's supposed to pour down the rain. Alcoa will be at Johnson County tomorrow night. In single A, Cloudland beat Hancock County. These were played at Unaka last night. Cloudland beat Hancock County 4-3. North Green beat Cosby 4-3. So tomorrow night they'll play at Unaka. North Green and Cloudland came up to their last night. There's a good crowd there sitting watching it. North Green and Cloudland tomorrow night for the Region 1 Championship of softball being played at Unaka High School. So there you go. That's what's going on there. All right, soccer tonight. Semifinals in AAA. Sevier County at Dobbins Minute, and Science Hill goes to Jeff County. In AA soccer tonight, Granger at Crockett and the Elizabethan Cyclones under Coach of the Year, Coach Schultz. And the Cyclones, the district tournament champs, will go to Greenville to battle the Greenville Green Devils in soccer tonight in the AA regional. And so the top two teams will go to the sectional. Sevier County, Dobbins Minute, Science Hill, Jeff County. And AAA, in AA, Granger, Crockett, Elizabeth, and Greenville. Two of those teams will go on to the state. Go into the sectional. So they'll play those tonight. And so good luck to those teams. Then we get into baseball. Tomorrow, the Cyclones will go to Gibbs to battle the Eagles tomorrow night. Airtime at 6:30, first pitch at 7. It's a best-of-3 format. So you play one tomorrow night, weather permitting, then two on Thursday. And so you got to take 2 out of 3, and the winner of that will go on to the state tournament. That's in AAA. And 4A, Science Hill goes to Farragut. That'll be going on tomorrow night at 6:30. And single A, Greenback and University High. That's the only team still left standing here in Northeast Tennessee. Science Hill, University High, they'll be at home in Johnson City, although I think they're playing that one here at River Rider at Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark tomorrow night, Greenback and University High. As we said, the Cyclones will be with them. Dr. Minton and yours truly going to bring it to you. We'll be at Knox Gibbs tomorrow night, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch, and in Game 2 of the series will be on Thursday at 4 o'clock. If you have to have a Game 3, they'll turn right around and play it on Thursday night to decide it the best 2 out of 3, and the winner of that, each of these regionals will move on to, each of the sub-states will move on to the state tournament next week in Middle Tennessee. Hello to Linda Birchfield, hello to Brenda Cannon. We know her. Her better half's going to be on the show here in a few minutes. Miss Lewis is in the house. Is she not hilarious? She is hilarious. So forever will remember the show at Harold McCormick, the tour of schools, when she announced to the world that her larynx is out. I don't know if it was out of her body, but she wouldn't didn't want to sing today. No, I said, okay, that's all right. So anyway, she's here. She's a piece of work. She's a good one. We appreciate her very much. Hello, Steve Shipley down in Middle Tennessee. Hello again. Who was up watching in Ohio? Linda Pierce. Hello, up in the Buckeye State. Thank you for watching. We're here live at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, where everything. Let's see, I bought a new bedroom set here. Bought 2 new living room sets here. Getting ready to buy some new, let me think, from one of the bedrooms upstairs. Going to get brand new, box springs and mattress. They're going to deliver next week. So we get all of our furniture here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabeth. And NBA last night, the Celtics beat Cleveland 109-102. Celtics now lead that series 3-1. Also, Oklahoma City ties that series with Dallas, beat the Mavs 100-96 last night in Dallas. Tonight, the NBA playoffs, Indiana against the New York Knickerbockers in New York at Madison Square Garden. That series tied at 2. And the Denver Nuggets have tied that series up, and they'll play Game 5 tonight in Denver against Minnesota. The Timberwolves and the Nuggets are tied at 2 games apiece. Then you look at the National Hockey League. Who skates on the ice last night? It was the Rangers leading the series now 3-2. They skated past, or actually lost to Carolina 4-1. So the Hurricanes stay alive, but the Rangers still lead that series 3-2. And Dallas skated past Colorado 5-1. The Stars lead that one 3-1. Then you look in tonight, what's going on. Boston skates at Florida. Florida leads that series 3-1. Going to try and end it tonight in front of the home folks. And Vancouver skates in Edmonton. And the Canucks lead that best of 7, 2-1. So that's what's going on in the NBA and also in the National Hockey League. We are live here again. We're on the road at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, and we'll take a break. We'll be right back. He's going to join us in a few minutes, but coming up next, she's here. Oh, she's ready. Miss Andrea Lewis in the house next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show number 2073. It's a really cool day. Biblically speaking, as you know, we just told you that today, back in 1948, Israel became an independent state, recognized United Nations, and President Truman made that go into effect. So that's God's chosen people. So the country of Israel, again, came to be on this day back in 1948. So there you go. That's a pretty big deal for us Bible-believing folks. Speaking of, let's give you the verse today. You can come on over and sit down, Miss Lewis. Want to see she's got her sweet peach lipstick on, or chapstick on. Let's see, let's give you the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross, and here we are today. It says, Psalms 88, 1 and 2 says, O Lord, the God who saves me day and night, I cry out before you. Verse 2, may my prayer come before you. Turn your ear to my cry. How about that? The verse today, Psalms 88, 1 and 2. Hello to Karen Jenkins, who works on, get to watch her on WJHL TV. She watches the show. Thank you, ma'am. When she's not on camera, when she gets a chance, she watches the show, and we appreciate that. So hello to Karen Jenkins from WJHL TV. Quick break. She's here. She's in the house. She's next on the Tom Taylor Sports. We're talking to our sponsor again, Daryl Cannon from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Proud sponsor of the Cyclones and Tom Taylor Sports Show. So for folks who've never been here, tell us all about Cannon's. What's it all about?
Oh, goodness. Family-owned business. We are always at Cannon's in the house usually. I mean, we're here for our customers. We want to support our community. We love our little town. Elizabethton is such a sweet place to live in. And we got 4 grandkids. They're all involved in sports, softball, baseball, volleyball, soccer. So we enjoy that aspect of our community and enjoy our customer. We love to see people come in and love to talk to them and just have a good time.
42 years. So how do we find you on social media?
We have a Facebook page that is tremendously visited. We have probably around 15,000 followers each month, and that's a good way. CannonsHomeStore.com is our website. Full picture catalog of, I think there's 1.2 million things on our website.
Wow.
Now, we don't have all that in the store, but it just shows how much we can get. Have a lot of things of it in the store, but we don't have room for a million products.
Hours are open?
Open 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. This coming next Friday would be open until 8 that night. It's the downtown Thirst Friday event. Looking forward to that.
And the phone number.
423-543-6937.
One of our great sponsors again right here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. The great folks right here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, here we go. She's here. We've already seen her once today, but she comes back again because I think you know the scenario. Our Mondays have all changed now, so, and with good reason, because Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton is going to close, not permanently, but just to do a redo, a remodel of sorts, and so as a result of that, they're going to close tomorrow, or rather Thursday. So if you like Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, you best be getting there and enjoying it because they're going to shut the doors tomorrow night and reopen, I guess, August and September when they get it done. As a result of that, our normal Monday guests, we're going to have to shift them because we're in Johnson City, and I'm not going to ask these folks to drive to Johnson City. They probably would on occasion, but not every week, so we're moving to different places. And so this Tuesday, on Tuesdays now, we get the chance to see her, normally on Mondays. David Nanny's scheduled to be here. But so today we're at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. So that's why we have Miss Lewis twice. We can have her 10 times if she wants to come because she does a great job. But she and the tourist schools, that was a big hit. We got done. If you missed it early, you need to go back and watch it. The smiles on those kids' faces, I mean, they are, we purposely did it. This was her idea. It was a great idea to bring them up in front of the school, their students, their peers. So we get everybody in the gym. We call out their names and come up and get those water bottles. And so 3 kids today said we've done it 3 different times. T-shirts first 9 weeks. Ball caps second 9 weeks, and last 9 weeks is the last time we did water bottles. Well, 3 of them came up today and said they sat there and watched them get ball caps a couple of weeks ago and T-shirts. And they said, we're going to get something that put them to work, and so they got water bottles. So anyway, it was a great time, and it was a really cool thing. And thanks again to Northeast Community Credit Union for sponsoring it. It was good.
Absolutely. We had a lot of fun, and I can't believe Tour Schools is already came and gone.
Yeah.
It's May is really one of the busiest months of my year, so it's well worth it. It's so good to see all the readers and all the ones that are encouraged. Whatever makes a child excited and encourages them to read and make it fun and not all serious. I think that's so important.
Yep. Are you a reader per se? Do you read in your spare time?
Not often.
When you have spare time?
I'm honest. I honestly maybe not have as much time.
No, she's on the move all the time. You
So-
think I'm busy? She stays hopping. So I wonder if when you got a chance to sit down and slow down, did you read or just probably fall in the chair and collapse probably? So
I collapse.
yeah, that's true. I
Yeah,
understand
that's a
that.
good way to put it.
Yeah, I understand. So anyway, those kids read and it was awesome, and we appreciate them very much. And so the readers are winners. We'll run the promo here in a second, but it's brought to you by these folks, and they paid for it. They just tell you how to do it. I'm a straight shooter. They pay for the shirts. They pay for the ball caps. They pay for the water bottles. All the expenditure was on them. So thank you for Teresa buying into this. Teresa Arnold, who's the CEO, is that right?
That's right.
And so we appreciate her very much and everybody involved. And, of course, she comes every week and represents the credit union and does a wonderful job. We have forged a friendship. We have, haven't we?
Sure have.
There you go. 3 years into this. So she comes every week to promote the product. She's getting ready to do it again. So if you missed it earlier, go back and watch it. It's really cool. It's these kids. And as I said yesterday, Gallup poll says, and she's broken that phobia too. Gallup poll says the number one fear of phobia in adults, this is in a survey that's been probably 60, 65 years running now. Every year, the number one phobia for parents or adults is to get up in front of people and speak. And so what we're doing with these school tour of schools, these kids, just the other day I was at Chick-fil-A, and one of them said, you interviewed me last fall in the tour of schools. And so they were on, so it's breaking that phobia. And I've had 3, 4 guys that went on to play college ball. and have been interviewed on the college level now, and said, you know, it was really cool because we kind of broke the ice back and we did it with you and never done it before. So that's what flips my trigger, helping these kids out, because this is our future. I mean, it is, and she knows that. They're future members of the credit union, future viewers, and somebody one of these days going to be sitting there doing what I'm doing, because I'm going to go to the house, because I'm going to kick back, and so there'll be a little person coming here and doing what she's doing, what I'm doing. So they are our future, and she understands that, and the NCCU understands that. So they've invested time and money into T-shirts and ball caps and water bottles, so it doesn't go unappreciated. So if you're a card-carrying member of the credit union, next time you're in, just say, hey, thanks for sponsoring the tour of schools, because, you know, we go out here and showcase great kids doing great things, and you guys love being a part of it.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we put our money where we know that it's important, and we support our community, and especially our young folk and the future of Carter County and Elizabethton. I think it's so important.
Yep. Which is a great segue. See, she's good at this. We've been doing this long enough that she segued right into be loyal, buy local, and it's all about being local. Cannon Furniture, again, no, I have no qualms with Amazon, but they don't sponsor. Tomorrow night we'll be down in Knox Gibbs calling a baseball game, Substate. One of our sponsors is Cannon Furniture. It ain't Amazon. So remember that. Be loyal, buy local. Well, we can get better deals on different things we go on the internet. Well, maybe you can. Or they can deliver right to my door. Maybe you can. But when you think about it day in and day out, remember all these companies here locally that are trying to stay alive and keep the lights on. Be loyal and buy local, because they sponsor your ball team. I mean, look what these guys do. They're everywhere. They sponsor, all kinds of stuff. Let's run down. You sponsor ball team. What are some of the things you guys, of course, you sponsor my show and the ball games. You were at the Spring Festival last week. What else do you guys do off the top of your head?
We sponsor and donate Loaves and Fishes, Carter Compassion Center, Recovery Soldiers Ministries, United Way of East Tennessee Highlands,
Right.
and ARM, Assistance Resource Ministries, Carter County Drug Prevention.
There you go.
There's animal shelter. We have an animal shelter drop box. You can bring in all of your lightly used, or you can buy whatever you'd like. We have a drop-off location here at any of our locations, but we will call the animal shelter and they'll come pick those up. So there's a lot. There's a lot that we do.
Oh, yeah.
Back to school bashes.
Yep.
That's a big one. Teachers in service. I mean, there's a lot.
Giving teachers $300 a month to go put back in their classroom. We talked about that the other day, the tour of schools. So, point of this is be loyal, buy local. Now, I've run into her 2 or 3 times in different businesses downtown. Tell us what you're doing, because, again, you're promoting folks coming to town and buying things from our local merchants. You're going to turn right around and reward them through the Northeast Community Credit Union. Tell me about this.
Yes, buy local, spend local is something that I have been working very hard on, very excited about and proud of, because our local businesses make a huge difference. It's personable when you can go in and get great customer service and also make a friend and have wonderful quality furniture or clothes and things like that. And I'm just so happy we're here at Cannon's. They are, of course, part of the Buy Local, Spend Local. And all our members have to do is scan the QR code if they want to learn more. If you're not a member, you can certainly become a member. But we award up to $25 on 15 random transactions a month. So you might get your money back every month.
So 15 times 25. Do I want to embarrass myself? I don't think I can do it off the top of my head. You know how much that is? I'll look at. There we go. Here we go. We know each other well. It's like, Tom, hit the computer, buddy. Hit the calculator. I got you. 25 people times 15, or 15 people times 25. $375 is a month, right?
Yeah, times 12.
Times 12, $4,500 a year they're giving back to the community, simply because you're shopping at a local downtown business or restaurant or whatever the case may be. So you get the receipt. And tell me how it works again. This is a really cool concept.
Yeah, you can visit our website at bemycu.org, or if you see the window cling, here at Cannons, you'll see it. There's a QR code, and you visit that. It'll tell you all about it, and it's totally free. There's nothing to it, and we cover the cost. And so each month we will randomly select 15 transactions, and each of those get up to $25 back on their purchase at any local business here. So not just downtown. We got West Elk, we've got 19E, G Street, we've got all kinds of local businesses. So
Hello, Clarence Hughes. Hello to Reba Whitehead. Hello to Lori McKinney Watson. Hello to you. I guess we'll go with Lori Watson. Hello to Linda Pearson, Ohio, watching. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. We're here again at Cannons Fine Home Furnishing. So BeMyCU.org. Obviously, vacation season's coming up. You may need a little extra money to go to, I don't know where you're going, Disney, you're going to the beach, going wherever you're going to Europe, going, 100 miles down the road, wherever you're going. If you need some extra cashola, these folks can take care of you. Tell me how easy that is.
It's simple. All you have to do is contact one of our loan experts, and they'll be able to guide you into maybe a personal loan, maybe a HELOC, whatever is more beneficial to you and how we can help. So we've got options, and it's like I said, it's not hard to become a member. It's just $5 to be part of a share owner of the credit union. So
and you may need $1,000, you may need 10, whatever you need. I mean, they can loan it to you. So you immediately think, well, I need $100,000, whatever. Well, if you do, that's fine. But remember, they can help out with $1,000 or whatever you need to help out in whatever situation. Of course, you got the HELOC loans right now going on too. If you're doing some home improvement. In fact, I know a guy that was watching the show and said that she gave him an idea about screening the porch. He said, I was watching you guys talk, and he said, Andy said about a screening porch. I went over and started looking. He said, I'm going to screen in my porch. I said, well, there you go. We thank her for that. So could be a pool, could be a hot tub, could be a jet ski. I don't know, whatever reason you need.
Kitchen remodel.
In-ground
pool.
Yep. Redo the bathroom.
Your roof.
New carpeting. Whatever the case may be. A HELOC, a home equity line of credit loan from Northeast Community Credit Union. Locations.
We are in Rome Mountain, 2 in Elizabeth, and so we got 1 on 19E, and then our main office is behind Elizabethan High School, and then our Johnson City location is off of West Oakland Avenue.
There all the time with Whitney Blevins and Jacob Irick and Sydney, don't know her last name.
Hatcher,
and there's another lady over there.
Trinity.
Yep, we're good. She knows he's all top of her head, Trinity. So, see, she's so good. Trinity, Jacob,
I better know him.
Sydney. Well, yeah, but still. But you got 4 locations, so.
Yeah.
Who are some of the folks that you know in the 19E up the street here, up the road?
Well, we've got Wendy Mahan. She's the branch manager. Been here for a while, and she does a great job. And then we've got Megan, Chelsea, Rachel, Jenny, Cheryl. I think that covers that branch.
No notes off the top of her head. Well, let's go with the Roan Mountain one. Who's there?
Aubrey's the branch manager. She does a fantastic job. And then we've got Emily, and we've got Sarah and Michaela.
There you go. No notes. Jason Witten Way, you got Goldie, you've got Bryson, you've got
Caitlin.
That's Caitlin, yep. Drew blank. Caitlin.
Faith.
Holly. And then
Jonathan.
And
Julia.
Julia's a very nice lady.
Oh, she's wonderful.
Her husband's a pastor, I found out the other day. So.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, when you walk in, it's not, you're a name. They know who you are. They're asking about you. You're not just another transaction. They actually take interest in what you're doing and who you are. And so it goes a long way in a society where we text. We don't talk to people anymore. But you walk into these places, these branches, I should say, and they know who you are. So I got a buddy of mine who teaches up home. He teaches speech. And I talked to him last week, and the same thing he tells me every year. He said, we bring these kids in freshman speech in our university, which remains anonymous. Said they can't talk. They can't, because they're doing this all the time. They cannot carry on a conversation. They can't even get up. Not only can they get up, not everybody, but they can't get up in front of a classroom and speak. They can't just talk one to another because they're like this all the time. What's your point? Your point is when you go into these branches, these people are looking in your eye. They talk to you. They ask your name. There's conversation going back and forth. How's your family? So in a society that's become very impersonal, they're still personal at NCCU. How's
Yeah,
that?
we're very personal.
Oh, yeah.
We know your name when
That's
you walk in. We'll learn it if you're a newcomer. So we're pretty good at that.
So if you missed the show earlier, yesterday I got a coconut and pear Burt's Bees chapstick, and I'm so proud of that. It's in my pocket. It's really good. And so, if that's my brother watching. So,
Did he wish you happy birthday?
I don't know. Maybe it is. He may be up in Western New watching. I don't know. So anyway,
Okay.
hello, Bubba. So anyway, so I had a coconut rabbit trail. I had a coconut pear chapstick. So I asked her if she wanted to borrow mine yesterday. She said, no, I think I have my own. So I thought, you know what? We need to get Andrea Lewis her own chapstick. People really wonder what I'm going through all these little Burt's Bees chapsticks, trying to find just a pomegranate. No. Watermelon. No. Some other kind of funky thing. I said no, and I spotted the one. I said, "This is the one." Do you have it with you?
No,
Okay.
it's in my purse.
It's in her purse, but you will use it, correct?
Yeah.
Have you already used it?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, I still have
Would you like to tell them what the flavor was?
sweet peach.
Sweet peach.
And it smells like a sweet peach.
She popped the lid and went, "That smells like a peach." So there you go. So you can take the country out of the girl, but you take the girl out of the country, can't take the country out of the girl. Said it smelled like peach. So anyway, she got her, I know you don't care, but she got a sweet peach chapstick. Compliment to the Tom Bailey Sports Show. So, and she'll never be the same. So there you go. How about that? Is that a good way to close it?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Where you going what you guys got going on this week?
Well, this week we've got awards days. So we'll be presenting awards to the senior that was selected for the William Armstrong Scholarship at all of our local high schools. So tonight there will be Happy Valleys, and then Elizabethton High School is tomorrow, and then you've got Cloudland and Hampton Thursday. We had Unaka last Friday. I'm telling you.
You were at Valley Forge Elementary too, weren't you?
We were at Valley Forge Elementary last Thursday evening. We went to the Spring Festival Saturday, and there's a lot we've been doing.
They're pouring back into the community, giving back to the community. So remember that. Be loyal, buy local, and support these folks so they support you. $300 a month for a teacher. BeMyCU.org to get in there and register for that. And I know Susan, I don't know who all won them, but I know Susan Duggar won one down at Eastside because when we were down there, she was just over the top. So I won money, and I put it right back in my classroom. So why would you not? It's year round, May, June, July, all the way through the summer months. Now there you go. We just showed you $4,500 they're doing with the new promotion. The teacher incentive every month, that's 300 times 12, that's $3,600. So 45 and 36, what is that, $8,100, is that right? Yep, $8,100 just right there to give back to the schools and give back to the community. There you go.
And don't forget to see us at the Elizabethton Farmers Market. We're also a sponsor for that. It'll be every Tuesday, June through August.
Starting in June, starting next month.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
coming
go.
up. Thank you.
Thank you, lady. Sweet peach. There you go.
Even though I'm a Vol all the way, I'm not a Georgia fan.
No.
You didn't find an orange one, I understand, but
Oh, we can find
we're
an
not
orange one. So,
we're not
we can
sorry, Bulldogs, but
so we're going to ask you one more time. You're going to sing? Like just a real quick something?
probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in sales.
It'll be a slim chance.
Asking you get, don't you won't. You always got to ask.
Yeah, that's right.
Daddy said, always ask, son. All they can do is tell you no.
That's right.
Whether it's a job, it's a woman, whatever, just ask. So
Yep.
I asked, and she said, no. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. David Nanny's next on the Tom Bailey Sports Show. We're live at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, where everything in the store, top floor, bottom floor, where we are, everything's on sale for the Memorial Day sale. We're going to talk about Mr. Cannon coming up in a few minutes. David Nanny's next from the Parks and Rec on the Tom Bailey Sports.
Reminds me of the Eagle Center, and it said, things tell a story when people no longer can. And that's kind of appropriate for our store, because when you walk throughout the store, so many things spark a memory or a reminder of a family member or a place or a time long ago. And the antique and vintage decor that we have can really add some character and some conversation to your home, as well as bring back memories and things of times passed.
Absolutely. What's the hours you're open?
We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5, and we usually stay late on the Saturdays for the car shows.
Social media?
So we have a Facebook page, Eagle Center Co-op,
And you're physically located where in downtown Elizabethton?
507 East Elk Avenue. It's in the second block of downtown. Hard to miss.
Yep.
First big building.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football. Got to check them out. The good folks downtown. Eagle Center Co-op. I believe in the place, believe in her, believe in the facility, and be loyal, buy local, and buy it in Betsy. One of our great sponsors, Eagle Center Co-op in downtown Elizabethton.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them. It's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
Back on the Tom Dolan Sports Show. Look who stopped by, David Nanny.
Hey.
Hey. Hey, remember the show Hey Hey with the Monkeys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey
that's
with
about
the
right.
But just keep, yeah, really.
We qualified.
Mr. Cannon's going to join us coming up next year. So the Cover Bridge Jams Bluegrass Jamboree, June the 15th. Let me show the flyer, and I'm going to turn him loose, let him talk about this. Wherever you are in the Tri-Cities, and again, I find it amazing. I got to say this every time. Anything we talk about is not just for Elizabethan people. It's for anybody. I don't even know why, but I've had people say, was it just for Elizabethan people? No, it's for anybody. When you go to a concert in Knoxville, pick somebody. Stevie Nicks is in Knoxville. Can only just Knoxville people go to the concert? No. It's just like this. This is coming up on the 15th. It's open to anybody and everybody. And this gentleman is the man who puts together the group talent. You've outdone yourself, sir.
Well,
it's really good.
That's a good lineup. I'll have to admit, I'm proud of it. We've got some fantastic local groups. I don't know if anybody really knows if they've listened to Stemwinder or Hollow Ground. Hollow Ground's from southeastern southwestern Virginia, excuse me, and of course Tim Decker from Unicoi County and his Tennessee River band. They're just phenomenal themselves. Mm-hmm. And then you add on Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers, who have been the IBMA Artist of the Year. They've been the IBMA Entertainers of the Year. They're top shelf by themselves. And then Authentic Unlimited. Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers and Authentic Unlimited are the double headliner. Authentic Unlimited stole the show at the IBMAs this past summer. Mm-hmm. They were the Artist of the Year, the Group of the Year. I mean, it's just upcoming Group of the Year. They're the real deal. And if you even remotely like bluegrass music, you're going to have the time of your life. And I had a lady call me this morning and from North Carolina, and she said, "Hey, I'm interested in buying tickets." And she talked and talked and talked about how much she wanted to see, how much they loved Authentic Unlimited. They loved, Joe Mullins and all the groups that we were bringing. And I couldn't tell her for a few minutes. She was so excited about the concert. I finally said, "Ma'am, there's no charge. It's absolutely free, and we're going to have at least 7 or 8 food trucks there. We're starting at 12 o'clock. We'll be finished about close to 10, that night. So there's entertainment all day long. And all you have to do is show up, bring your chair, and a little bit of money for food, and you're in good shape."
Absolutely. It's going to be great, folks. Hello to Sarah Sharpstein. Thank you for watching. Carl Wilson, Ginger Booth, Katie Whitten, Jordan Mitchell, Jimmy Stout down in Georgia, Reba Whitehead, Carrie Taylor. Thank you guys and ladies for watching the show. It's coming up on Saturday, June the 15th. It's an all-day event. It's free. And Authentic Unlimited's got a bluegrass gospel CD out, too, that's smoking good.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great time, folks. And as he said, it's all free. Bring your lawn chairs and some money to eat if you want to eat, and because we'd hope that you would support our food trucks downtown and our businesses, the coffee company, and, of course, our 2 sponsors downtown, the coffee company and Big Dan's Barbecue. So,
you can't beat those 2 places.
No. And then go to Simple Blessings and get a big old ice cream. That's the hand-dipped ice cream out there. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of good places downtown.
Absolutely.
Unique.
Absolutely.
Unique.
We have a wonderful, vibrant downtown, and it's growing even more.
Yes.
More and more things coming in.
It's awesome. Yes, it is. So, again, Authentic Unlimited, Joe Mullins, the Radio Ramblers, Tim Decker and Tennessee River, Hollow Ground and Stem Winder. All these, again, on the same docket on Saturday, June the 15th, absolutely free. Put on by, of course, the Elizabethan Parks and Rec, which he is proud of the interim director right now. So, sports, what are we doing?
We're playing
co-ed.
Yeah, co-ed volleyball.
Yep.
And women's basketball is finishing up next couple of weeks.
Yep.
Tournament time.
We're going to do a show once they get to the new digs, once they get that opened up. They're in the process of transitioning to a new location here in town. So once that happens, we'll probably do a show up there one day just for kicks and giggles to show you all where the new location is of the Parks and Rec, and the transition's underway, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, we're just it's going to take a little bit because we had to, of course, bid out a new roof and some AC equipment, but it's going to come along just a few months.
Awesome. Anything else you want to share with us, sir? Is this pretty much it?
This is pretty much what I've got going on.
It's big enough.
First Friday, I don't know what the first Friday, I don't know what date that is, but first Friday we've got Bites at the Bridge as our part of the First Friday celebration of every month, and it's a food truck rodeo or roundup or whatever you want to call it, and there'll be 6 or 8 food trucks in Covered Bridge Park. Come by and have lunch, enjoy the park, and just have a good time. That's right.
You got it. Thanks for stopping by,
Thank you, sir.
It's awesome. Great job. Quick break. Mr. Cannon's going to join us next from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings Memorial Day sale store-wide. What's on sale? He'll tell us next here on the Tom Daly Sports Show, show number 2073, today from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. On to Dr. Justin Smith from Physical Therapy Services. Folks out there may not know. Tell us what it's all about. What's PTS all about?
So PTS is all about just getting people back to the things that they enjoy, the things that they love. Whether it is the athlete that's wanting to get back to playing on the high school, collegiate, even the professional circuit, or it's maybe the grandmother that just wants to be able to hold her grandchild without her shoulder hurting, or her neck hurting, her back hurting. So from womb to tomb, we've got you covered, whether it's the pregnant female that's having some sort of pelvic floor back pain issues, all the way up to the individual that just wants to be able to get out of the chair again. And everything in between, we got them covered. So we've been in business since 1980. We're the oldest private practice in the state of Tennessee. We're still going strong, and we will continue to be successful because we do things the right way. And ultimately, we take care of the patient that's in front of us. And as long as we do that, everything works out well.
Social media, how do we find you?
So we're on Facebook at Physical Therapy Services. All you got to do is just look up physical therapy services or physical therapy in Elizabeth, and we should be the first thing that pops up. So yeah, that's the best way to get in touch with us. Call us, email us, 543-0073 or ptsstaff@yahoo.com with any questions or issues that you have. We'll point you in the right direction. If we can't help you, we know the people that can.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, folks, making it go, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dooley Sports Show, the good folks at Physical Therapy Services.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
Back on the Tom Dooley Sports Show, Mr. Cannon's here. We're going to have him on here just in a few minutes. So, again, remind you what we're doing tomorrow night. We'll be talking about Cannons. Remember, Amazon doesn't support your local ball teams. We're going to be in Knoxville for the sub-state tomorrow night. Cyclones will take on the Knox-Gibbs Eagles for the sub-state opportunity to go to the state tournament next week. It's the best 2 out of 3. We'll start tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We're going to air at 6:30 in Knoxville. Then we'll come back and play a 4 o'clock game on Thursday. And then if that third game is necessary, turn right around and play it again on Thursday night. So there's 3 down to Knox-Gibbs. And so they're good, we're good, and we're down to the final 16 in the state. And so we're trying to knock that door down to get to the state tournament. So we'll go in there tomorrow night with the broadcast at 6:30. And guess who's going to be one of the sponsors? Absolutely, Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. And we'll take a break, come right by, get him on. Coming up, Mark Fowler joins us. Our pastor's going to jump in here and visit with us. You talk about being busy this summer with a emphasis on young people. Goodness gracious, he's just plopped down look here. That's got his name all over it. Sold Father's Day. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back right after this from the Coffee Company, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Dooley Sports. Tell us what it's all about. What is the Coffee Company all about?
Well, the Coffee Company has been here for a long time in downtown Elizabethton, so I always have to start there. The Coffee Company's been in business for going on 27 years, which is remarkable. I'm actually celebrating, I think today's the exact day that I took it over 6 years ago. So that's kind of a big deal for me. We're made it 6 years now, running this amazing business. We are a coffee shop as well as a full-service lunch and breakfast spot. So we've got an amazing menu, which I know you chatted about all day, sandwiches, soups, salads, as well as coffee galore. So any latte that you might want, matcha, tea, frappes, and then we also sell coffee by the pound. When John started this business 27 years ago, he roasted coffee right here, actually underneath our logo. Now he's our sister company. He's right down the street, and he roasts fresh coffee. He and his team weekly for us. So we go through hundreds of pounds of coffee. We are a busy spot for your local coffee pickup.
Absolutely. And so you grind them right here, right?
Yeah. So people can buy the coffee by the pound, whole bean, or it could be ground. to their liking. So if you have a regular coffee pot at home, just an auto grind, or if you have an espresso machine and you want an espresso grind, we can do that for you too.
Social media, how do we find you?
Oh, well, you can find us on Facebook, TN Coffee Company, as well as Instagram.
Hours are open?
We're open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and we serve lunch from 11 to 3.
And as always, the phone number for the coffee company.
Oh, that's great. You know what's really funny, Tom? This is where you're going to get me. This is for the blooper reel. I don't know the number off the top of my head because I always give everyone my cell number. I'm that person. I don't want to give the wrong number.
No. So anyway, they do have a phone number. We don't know what it is.
It's
but
it's 423-542-3438.
there we go. The coffee company, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by with good reason. We're in his store. So always call Mr. Cannon out of respect. Daryl Cannon, the owner of said establishment. We're in the afternoon. Yes, good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Oh, doing good.
Yes.
Tom, I appreciate you being downtown today. We appreciate
absolutely.
you, all you do through our town, our city, and our young people. We just really appreciate all the. It's like every time I turn around, you're at one of the schools, and I know the parents and grandparents appreciate that, and the teachers. So.
Yep.
So
We just got done doing tour of schools. My privilege. That's our future. So got to do it, and we love doing it. But thank you, very kind to say that. So I'm going to hit this magic button right here, and here we go. We're talking to Mr. Cannon again, Daryl Cannon from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, and we've got a sale going on right now, a bedding sale. Tell us what's happening here at Cannon's right now. Would you believe?
Goodness, Tom, we got so much going on. We got $500 off of select sets from Sealy, $500 off of select sets from Tempur-Pedic. We're doing something in-house. We're giving you a 3 upgrade from a regular flat set to an adjustable base without any charge.
Wow.
And never done this before, and it's been tremendously popular. It just gets you in a mattress that you can raise the head, lower the head, at the same price. It'd just be a normal set price.
That's awesome.
We made a special purchase with the manufacturer for a short period of time. We're going to be able to do this, and they're selling left and right, as you would expect. I mean, why would you want just be a flat set when you can make a adjustable set where the head will go up and down and give you the comfort of that? So we have a lot of people doing that. The discounts are tremendously on all of our beds. And it is for a short period of time, though. The adjustable base set is, our manufacturer won't let us run it too much longer. So hurry in, take a look at it, try it out, see what you think of it.
Here in downtown Elizabethton, what's the hours you're open?
Open 10 to 6 during the week, 9 to 5 on Saturday, rather. You can reach us at website cannonsfinehomefurnishings.com. Facebook, our Facebook page is heavily used. So a lot of our specials are on the Facebook page, and definitely go to that. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
And the phone number is?
423-543-6937.
Big bedding sale going on, folks. Take advantage of it, as you heard him say, for a limited time here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor, the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Boom. There's one. Now let me clear my throat. It's about time for...
Which one do you want to do next now?
It's about time for Fisherman's Friend. I got him right here. Oh, me, oh, my.
This
Goodness.
sinus is getting everybody right now.
Yep. So here we go. Let's try it again. We're talking again to Mr. Cannon. Coming up next, Mark Fowler joins us, and then later on, Coach President will be here talking Cyclone baseball. Let's hit this right here. We're talking to Daryl Cannon from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Appreciate him very much, as we are proud to be down there promoting his product. So tell me about the Ingles gift cards. What's going on with that?
This is an exciting thing. We've never done this before. It started last week, and we have partnered with one of our local stores, Ingles. Everybody shops at Ingles. And what we've done, you can actually receive up to $1,000 Ingles gift card with the purchase from Cannons. And simply get the gift card, take it to Ingles, and buy your groceries or whatever you need down there. And it's been very popular. People really like it. Basically, it works out like this: on every $1,000 you spend, you get $100 to spend at Ingles as a gift card.
Wow.
And goes up to $1,000. Now, $1,000 is a lot of money even today's world on furniture. I mean, on groceries. It buys a lot of groceries down there.
So for every $1,000 you spend here, again at Cannon's, you get $100 worth of free gift card at Ingles. Exactly. So you can do the math. Buy $5,000 worth of furniture, you get $500 worth to go spend for groceries. It ain't too hard to figure out, as we used to say back home. So, and that's an ongoing. It's been very popular, hasn't it?
Been very popular.
Yeah.
Very popular.
So, hours are open, sir.
Open 10 to 6 during the week, 9 to 5 on Saturday. You can reach us on our website, cannonsfinehomefurnishings.com. Our Facebook page is super popular with all of our specials will be on it, and it's a good place to go to see what's going on this week.
Absolutely. Great sponsor downtown. Big sponsor. What's going on locally? They're all about it here. They're kind of the nucleus of the downtown, quite frankly. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Again, we appreciate Daryl and Brendan and the great staff right here. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. There you go. So we're here live again. Coming up next was Pastor Fowler's going to join us, although we may not be able to get him up out of that chair. Now, he's over there. He's slung up pretty good, and that chair's got his name written all over him, doesn't it?
He's smiling a lot, isn't he?
Grinning, yeah. He's relaxed. And
he's relaxed.
He may drag that chair over and let him do his segment in that chair, because it really does. It's comfy, and that's the thing. When I buy the furniture, they got big man's furniture, big people's furniture. You know, you sit down in some recliners like he and I. We're pretty good sized guys. We got to have one that's not your normal recliner, because we're big people, and you got them, don't you?
We got them, all sizes.
All sizes. Yep. All right, let's hit this one more time. We're talking to Daryl Cannon, the owner of Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Again, sale going on. We've got living room sets, dining room sets, recliners. Everything's on sale. Tell us what's going on.
We got some super buys this week on recliners. We've got a tall man's recliner for $397. That's a great deal. We've got a recliner that has power recline, power adjustable headrest for $388. Now, it's hard to find a recliner for $388, just a manual, simple recliner. And it's a good size recliner. It's made for it's from a small to medium to even to a large person can get into it. So we're only $388. We're very proud of that buy, and we got that from the manufacturer. We go to the manufacturers and request purchases. Look, you give us a deal on this, we pass it on, and everybody's happy, and it works. Again, a $388 power recliner with power adjustable headrest is just really unusual anywhere in the country. I don't know anywhere in the Tri-Cities or the country, as far as that goes, that you can get that for that price.
$388.
$388, and it's and we have recliners. We have one that is really cool. It has power recline, power adjustable headrest. It has power lumbar. For us, it has lower back trouble. It has massage in it. It has heat, which is really nice. As you know, I had major back surgery not too long ago, and I find as we get older, the heat factor really helps a lot when you're sitting in it. And this recliner here normally sells for $25.79. We've got for $15.89 right now. So it's got everything in it you can think of.
Almost $1,000 off, folks. Can't beat it. Again, got it going on right now. Store-wide sale, upstairs, downstairs, everything in the store is on sale. And that recliner for $388 rather for a limited time. Again, downtown Elizabeth is where we are. The hours are open
10 to 6 during the week, 9 to 5 on Saturday. You can reach us at 423-543-6937. Our website's cannonsfinehomefurnishings.com.
There you go.
And Facebook, we're all over it. So,
one of our great sponsors, folks, of this Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local. They've been here for a long time. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Now, you got some other specials I want to squeeze in for. He's going to come back and do another segment here in a few minutes after Coach Presnell, but we've got all kinds of goodies. I'm going to pull it up on the phone here the next time out, but you've got, in fact, right here beside us, there's a big hole, an empty space, if you will, here in the showroom. Mm-hmm. Whatever is here is gone. It was a living room set?
That is waiting on a brand new group that's coming in today about 1 o'clock. And we just returned to the market a few weeks ago, and the big color this year, it's everywhere, is sunflower.
Sunflower, that's what you told me.
And if you notice it on ladies' clothing, on TV, you're seeing this sunflower color everywhere. And that's what that's going to be in that opening right there, hopefully by 2 or 3 o'clock today.
Brand new living room set, is that correct?
Brand new, just
sunflower
just
color, which would be kind of a wheat, kind of a, you say sunflower, not too yellow.
Not too. It's more of a gold yellowish color. Just pretty. It's just a nice, attractive color. In fact, I was watching one of the news shows the other morning, and a lady had a dress on. That's exactly that same color. I thought that's our sofa.
That's our sofa. She's wearing our sofa.
So, but anyway, fashion. Our industry models fashion. If there's a color that comes up in clothing, then we will see it in the showrooms very shortly.
It's all right here, folks. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabeth. And again, Amazon don't sponsor your local ball teams or do whatever, but they do right here. They're involved in a lot of things around the area, and you've been at it what,
42 years.
42 years, going strong. Love it, love it, love it. In fact, we've got a box springs and a bed coming to my place next week. I'm going to go look at this 388 recliner. You think I can fit in it?
Yes, you can.
There you go. He may have just sold a recliner to it because mine broke. So it's called girth. When them big old ham hocks get down in that thing over and over, I've had it for probably 20 years. I think I'll sit into it now and it kind of goes, no. So anyway, I'm going to look at the recliner too. I'm telling you folks, and here's the thing on this show. If I don't believe in the product, it's not going to be on the show. I can just tell you. I'm not a snake oil salesman. So if I don't believe in what they're promoting, Poor Chav's Deli, Big John's Closeout, Double C Western Supply, Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, David Collins Real Estate, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church, if I don't believe in it, it ain't going to be on here. So that's bad English, but it's truth. So I believe in these people, and they give back to the community, and so I buy all my furniture here, and so that's why we're going to keep promoting him.
Sounds good.
He scratched my back, I scratch his. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Big John's Closeout's going to talk to us, and coming in, Mark Fowler, pastor of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. We got a sermon we're going to get it downloaded tonight. You were there that Sunday too. He spoke on the home. Remember that here a couple of weeks ago?
Yes. That was a great sermon.
Oh yes,
that was a great sermon. I used that sermon all week with my wife. She needed something, I went and did it.
Amen. So, what is it again?
388.
And what all do you get on it?
It's a power recline and a power adjustable headrest.
Power recline, power adjustable headrest for $388. Here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabeth. Loyal, buy local. He's up against the big boy chains. We know that. Why Big John's Closeouts? What do you feel like separates you from the chains?
Well, I think there's a number of factors I think that go into that. Number one, we're local folks. We shop with you all in other places. We go to church with you. We're involved in civic organizations with you. What money you spend here stays here. It goes to support the payroll and, of course, local taxes. As far as that goes, it also supports a lot of nonprofits as well as sports teams, little leagues, softball, all kind of different things we try to support. We support all the high schools, both city and county, either through, fence signs or gymnasium signs or whatever with yearbooks and the whole bit. So, what you're spending local is staying local. And also we believe, customer service. I came up through the Patey Lumber Company ranks from many years ago. 1977 is when I started. And if you didn't get up and wait on people, or you didn't speak to people, or you didn't try to help people, you wouldn't go to stick around very long. So you learned, that it was important, not only to try to just ask people, but to listen, find out what they're trying to do, find out ways that you can help them as far as that goes. And so all that's very important to us.
There you go, folks. Be loyal, buy local, support them. Big John's Closeouts here in downtown Elizabeth with hammer high prices. Great sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports, Big John's Closeouts. Look right there. Look who showed up. So, with his fisherman's friend,
I got him in my mouth right now.
That's it. It works, don't they?
You saved me Sunday.
Yeah. So
I went to you. I was a little scratchy, and I thought, man, I didn't bring anything with me, and so
carry him all the time. It's that time of season. Plus, I'm talking all the time. We're talking about fisherman's friend. What is that? It's this way. You get them at Lingerfield Drug Center down the street here, and you come. The regular. They got a kick. They're pretty strong, but these are men, and they also got cherries down, cherry flavored. So, hello, Shirley Wetzel. How you doing, lady? Thank you for watching the show. We're here live again. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishing. So I didn't write it down. A power recliner and a power headrest on the same recliner for $388.
Sounds like a pretty good deal.
I'm gonna go look at it. So,
but now I've got one of those power recliners, and it came from here, and I don't know that it's the exact same one, but
it's cozy. You can get in there.
It does, and you can adjust that headrest up a little bit. So if you're like me, you got bifocals on. So when you lay down to watch TV, that headrest just comes right up there real nice. So you can watch the ball games
and sleep.
Not
off. Yep. There you go. By the way, we had a big time yesterday. I'm going to toot the horn of Linda Vaughn. God, what a godly woman. But she had the girls up to youth group last night at a picnic, eating burgers, and they went swimming.
Some of them went swimming.
Yeah, mine went swimming. And so, was it cold? Yeah, I didn't care. So they went swimming, had a great time. So if you're out there and you don't have a church home, and you're looking for a church home where they are, we don't forget the seniors at all, so don't think that, but an emphasis on our young people, down into our young people, making sure our young people be fed the word, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church, and he has got a passion for these kids. And so, as I said last night, the ladies on a Monday night, the girls met with Miss Linda, had a cookout at her home, and they went swimming, had a big time. So the guys going to do something later on. And so you're all about these kids, aren't you?
We are, because, if you think about every movement, not just religiously, but not in Bible, but you look at anything, they go after young people. Where are all and I'm not trying to be too political, but where's all the political unrest? Where are they finding soldiers for their platform? They go to impressionable minds. And so we try to, and the Bible talks about in 2 Timothy about Timothy himself. He said that from a child that has known the Holy Scriptures. So it's possible for children to know the Scriptures and know the Lord and serve the Lord. I've said this a lot, and I think it would be true for most of us that are serving the Lord at this point in our life. If we have any regrets, it's that teenage year, early adults.
Yep.
And I just tell people all the time, I'm trying to raise your kids to where they don't have those, help you raise your kids where they don't have to have that period of regrets. I'm thankful that many people come back to the Lord, but I see the other side of it. Sometimes those people never come back from a Friday night. And I say that sometimes you're one Friday night away from ruining your life. Not that one night you may make terrible choices, but you start down a path. And some people never get off that path.
Yep.
And so we're working hard at it, pouring the truth in. I believe the truth is what they need in the Lord Jesus Christ, truth of the gospel, truth of the word, and we're working hard at it. We've got a lot going on this summer.
My father told us boys, the Marines said, boys, pay attention to what your kids are doing. Keep tabs on them. He said it only takes one mistake to ruin their life. So pay attention to what they're doing, who they're with, what they're watching, who they're running around with. And it's true. Guilty by association or good things by association. So he was right, and you're right. And so, we got VBS. Tell them all the things we got going on with the kids this summer.
Well, we've got a lot of great things going on. Now, we talked about senior adults. Now, we just got back from Amish country for a trip, and we've got a Senior Saints luncheon next Tuesday, and we've got a senior adult Bible school at the end of the summer. But right now, there's a special emphasis on children. Matter of fact, their Master Club's finishing up, and they'll have their awards night, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. And then they do their little pine car derby, and that's pretty cool. And then we move right into Bible school. First week of June starts on Sunday, and I didn't look that up. I believe that's June 2nd through the 5th, and that's Vacation Bible School. And we have that beginning with kindergarten all the way through, and we have a special program for the teens. As a matter of fact, we've rented the rec center down by Black Bottom, and they have their own program, so all the way through high school. So we begin with kindergarten all the way through high school, and we'd love to have kids come, and we'll have a great theme. The theme is anchored in God's truth, and that's what we're working at. And I know the Bible story is a lot of fun, and we'll have a good cut up. And we was talking about the captains, Captain Blackbeard. You'll have to come see who that is, and Captain Captain No Beard, I think
No.
they told me. You'll have to come see that. We have a good time, but the emphasis is on preaching the gospel and teaching the truth. And then we move right into, I believe, the third week of June, we move right into youth camp. Our teens take us 7th through 12th grade to camp, and then I have another week that I'm preaching a week of camp in another state, and thankful for that. And then the first week of July, we move into we're doing junior camp, the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, going over to the wilds over outside of Asheville, Brevard, North Carolina.
Cool
big
place.
Christian camp, one of the biggest, and so we're taking our junior age over there, and then we're going on a mission trip that most of that is the teenagers, and I believe that's July 11th through 18th, and so we've just got a lot going on. And then we move right into, I said this about senior adults, so we haven't forgotten them, because the last week of July we have senior adult Bible school, and we'll talk about that later, but we don't forget anybody, try not to forget anybody. And then I'm planning something that I want you to pray for us about the first weekend, August 9th and 10th. I believe that's Saturday the 10th. We're trying to plan another special youth event, and we're trying to combine some things, not just an inspirational service, but instruction. You know, the world doesn't make any apology for using propaganda. I mean, I read some things. We're dealing with some pretty serious things on Wednesday night, and they don't make any bones about it.
No.
And Christians too long have been silent, and we don't have to be ashamed. Look, I'm not ashamed. I'm not hateful. I'm not mean. But we don't have to be ashamed of the truth, and we need to teach people the truth, and that includes young. Look, we'll have a great time. We'll play kickball. We'll have pizza. But look, children's ministry and youth ministry has to be more than Kool-Aid and cookies, and it has to be the truth of God's word. Otherwise, we're just entertaining them. And the world has better entertainment than we have, but the world doesn't have the truth.
Amen.
And we have the truth.
Amen. So you went to the Amish country.
We did.
Tell me about everybody I've said went and saw this production on Daniel. Was it Daniel?
It's Sight and Sound Theater, and it's
pretty good.
Outside of Lancaster. Oh, it's phenomenal. I've gone 4 or 5 times. It's every bit as good as a Broadway show. And I went one time Broadway show. You can imagine me cultured. I saw Phantom of the Opera. I didn't understand it real well, but look, it was our 10th, or I think it was our 10th anniversary. We went to New York and we did that, and I got dressed up and we saw that. As one of my buddies said, he said, I'm more of a Grand Ole Opry kind of guy than I am a Phantom of the Opera kind of guy. But the production is every bit that good. And they take Bible themes. Of course, there's theatrical things every now and then. You'd be like, I don't know if it happened exactly like that. But they did Daniel, told a lot of the history, a lot of the Bible. It was really phenomenal to make it come alive and make it real personal.
And next year, I read where they're doing the production's going to be on Noah. So.
Noah, and I think that's one that kind of brought out of retirement, from what I understand, and redoing it. If you get a chance to go, one year we went to the Christmas show, our family, and it's phenomenal. They did the one on Jesus. I know we've seen. I can't even remember all the ones we've seen. But there's some people around here that, and I understand it, anytime they change the show, they go, it's that good.
This is in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So we're talking about, they took a trip with the senior adults a couple of weeks back to Amish country. How was the food up there? Pretty good?
Food's pretty good. Now, it's different than here, but this year, anywhere you go with me, you're not going to get hungry. And I have scouted it out. I tell people I travel the world by restaurant. Look, I told him the other day, I said, look, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't use drugs. Food's all I got left, so please don't. And I'm trying to be good about that. But we had a great time, those pretzels. And then we through the Vons, we've had the opportunity to go to one of the Amish families, and she actually cooked for us and made those fresh buttered noodles and chicken, and it was really good.
What struck me when we went up there, it's probably 5 or 10 years ago, about 8 or 10 years ago now, but what struck me was everything is so clean. The Amish people's gardens, you wouldn't find a weed in 100 miles of those gardens.
No.
And the kids jump in and do work. You don't have to browbeat them to get them to do anything. They all have their duties and their responsibilities and their chores. They just do it. And so that's what struck me about the Amish country.
They have boys out in the yard, in the gardens with the team of horses or mules or whatever, working at ages that I think our mamas would have them sitting in there watching cartoons.
Yeah. They're not doing stuff.
They're doing stuff. I've seen them where they take scissors and edge the sidewalk, them yard scissors. And
oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Like instead of a weed eater, they're edging it. Their yards are so manicured.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, their gardens are pristine. Makes me feel bad every time I go.
Because sometimes ours can be a weed fest down here.
Well, it could be.
Do you put in a garden, by the way?
I don't right now. I had a little spot I used to the neighbors a few years, but when we started building the church building, I kind of let it go, and I've never got back in it.
Yeah, that's okay, right?
It's okay. As long as you can go to some very nice farmers markets and buy some corn up the Lynn Valley, or go up in Rome Mountain to the, there's some local people. Go out to the farm store out. You can buy you some fresh beef out, and some of our friends out in the Hughes. There's different places to find some things.
And we're starting the farmers market here in downtown Elizabeth the next month in June through August. So you can come here. You don't have to worry about doing all that work. Just come over and plunk down your money and get it to go. And get you some.
There's nothing like fresh.
Oh, absolutely. No question.
Green beans. I love green beans.
Do you really?
Oh, I love them.
You're one of the first few people I know that like green beans.
I like garden peas.
Me too.
And
Cream peas?
Most of my family, we raise peas. Now, peas are a pain to raise because you raise a big bunch of them, and you go out there and pick them, and you get a handful. Like one year I raised a row, and I got 1.5 pints. And if I don't mean a quart, I mean a pint. And all I did was feed the groundhogs, I think, that year. They like them sweet pea plants,
Oh.
But Thomas Langston was the brand. My daddy, I called him, and I'm like, what we raised growing up? He said, Thomas Langston peas.
Yep.
And we have a good time.
Cream peas and little new taters?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like them. I like them all. I like just, and I like Blue Lake beans. A lot of people eat different things, but we grew up eating the Blue Lake.
Blue Lake beans and cream peas. Did you ever have, I'm trying to find somebody to make me, I'm going to pay somebody that'll make me a custard pie. Remember custard pie when we were kids?
I do remember them, and I don't know when I saw one. I'm trying to think if they had them up in Amish country, but
I would pay somebody to make me a custard pie. So, because I want a custard pie. My mama's gone.
It needs to be chilled. I like them cold.
Oh, absolutely. Big old glass of milk's cold, make your teeth hurt. Oh, absolutely. I would pay somebody. I'm serious. I'd pay somebody to make me a custard pie because they're that good, and I haven't had one in 25, 30 years that I can remember. Hello, Becky Muncie. Hello to Stephanie Fowler is watching. So, can she make a custard pie? I'll pay her.
I don't know. She doesn't make custard pie.
Okay.
Now I can tell you some other desserts, but we better not get off on that.
That she can make?
Oh, she can make.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe I'll pay her to make me some desserts, but I'm looking for a custard pie for sure. What do you think about, I said, man, what is going on with Tennessee baseball and the Lady Ball? See, Lady Ball softball starts a regional Friday night. It's not the super regional, but the regional in Knoxville. So what do you think about our Lady Balls and the baseball team?
The Lady Balls, from what I saw, and I don't remember the girl's name, but the first time since Monica Abbott, we had the pitcher of the year. And in softball, that's a huge deal. And I think they're going, as successful as the weeklies have been, I think we're going into the tournament ranked as high as we've ever gone nationally.
Yeah, third.
Third nationally seeded, the third overall seed. And so I think it's Dayton we play and some other people we start in the regional, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. Baseball has got the final week of the regular season. They've got South Carolina coming to town to Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Then they start their tournament. Those guys, man, you talk about hitting the long ball. They can hammer the home run.
They have. I think they've won 8 straight SEC series, which I don't know that anybody's done, but they make it fun again. And I know a couple years ago when Tennessee started really getting good and everybody's giving them a hard time, but you got to remember, these are kids playing a kid's game. And at this point, this is the last time they get to still be a kid doing it.
Were you a baseballer growing up? Did you play baseball?
I played a little bit of baseball, but I didn't really – I was not great at baseball. I played first base, and when I was younger, I pitched a little bit, but I didn't throw hard enough, and they started throwing harder, and I was okay.
You said I played first base and I pitched. I'll tell you this quick story. So I was like the last one to pitch ever. Well, it was vacation. The first 2 weeks in West Virginia, they all go to the beach. First 2 weeks in November, they shut everything down and go deer hunting. First 2 weeks, they go to the beach. So we didn't go that year. So they said, Taylor, you're going to pitch. Well, what do? He said, well, get down and warm up. He said, get down in the bullpen and get loosened up. So all the pitches I threw, my arm got sore. So he said, you ready to go? I said, no, man, I'm wore out. We hadn't even started the game. So the first inning, I struck out the side. I thought, man, I'm on it. Well, let me tell you, I was so slow, that ball's like, it's coming through. So the second time through, it was like mortar shots. They wore me out. So that was my first.
They had to slow down their swing to catch up to you.
It's terrible. Terrible.
I'll tell you what I did do. Now I did play a little bit younger. I played all the way through high school, but we were pretty good younger. Part of it is I grew early, so I was bigger. So like the Little League All Stars, I was like 6 foot at 12th grade, and so you'd
Big boy.
You'd show up at the. There's still, this is a true story. There's a Little League All Star picture of me, red pants, whatever. Me and another kid. I got on a white T-shirt because they didn't have a shirt big enough for me. As Jerry Clare says, if I'm lying, I'm a dying. I'd go play. We played out of Maryville, and they'd make fun of me. They asked me where my wife and kids were. I was so big. And you think I'm making this stuff up?
No, you're
this
not.
This is a true story.
They want to know where your kid, your wife, or your kid.
Yeah, the umpire would be like, "Where's your wife and kids at over there?" And I did hit back-to-back home runs that tournament. But that's a true story.
She had a white T-shirt on because they get a shirt big enough.
Followed All Stars. I didn't even have a shirt big enough for me. That was back before everything was specialized. We did good to have hand me down. We only had one helmet that would fit you. So if somebody else had it on, you had to wait for them to get off base to put it on. These kids, they don't know what they got. Everybody got their own helmet and bat. And you hoped you had a couple of rich kids. They that's the only way you got bats. Otherwise, you had to use what the coach had, and it looked like he'd been hitting gravels with it. You think I'm making this stuff up?
No, you're killing me. I got me over here crying. It's hilarious.
And
he went up to bat. They went over where your wife and your kids are.
Yeah.
Because you had a white T-shirt on.
Yeah. Well, they finally did get me a shirt before, but that picture's still there. Look, when we was cleaning out my parents' house, I found them old articles. I've got them somewhere, and they probably need to, I don't know, go somewhere in the Hall of Fame or something.
Can you get me that picture somewhere?
Let me look and see. I brought a couple of totes. You think I'm making that up?
No, I don't think you're making it up. Mrs. Fowler, would you please help me find that picture of him in his white T-shirt because he was too big to have a regular jersey? Oh, me, oh, my. It's good stuff. So
I'm just telling the truth.
I know you tell the truth. That's why it's so funny. I have people come on and say, Fowler's coming on. They said, you guys are hilarious. Said, we're just telling stories about growing up, right?
We're just telling stories about growing up.
You said you hit back 2 home runs in one game is what you said?
Yeah, back-to-back home runs.
Wow.
I still got that newspaper article, so I have to bring it out and show my kids every now and then. Because my mama kept it, right?
Yeah, you're right. Oh, she said, yes, I will look for that. Oh, please do.
No, shoot.
Please do. Thank you, Mrs. Fowler. So anyway, it's, biblically speaking, it's a cool day today, too. May 14th, 1948. President Truman, United Nations, ratified the country of Israel as a sovereign state. God's chosen people.
Israel became a nation. Yeah, I mean, the Bible says we bless them that bless Israel and curse. I don't understand the struggle with that.
I don't either.
And it's pretty black and white.
So I was just telling Marcus this the other day. We went out to lunch. I said, I don't get this because it says in the book, I will bless those who bless my people, being Israel, and I will curse those who curse my people. So when you go up against Israel, you're not going to win, right?
Not going to win.
It's his people, and he's not going to let them get beat. They may let them get knocked around a little bit, but at the end of the day, he's not going to let them get beat. And yet, so I'm thinking, if everybody in the Middle East would read this, they would figure that we're wasting our time and money and of course, lives being lost because we're fighting something that you're not going to win.
Right. But they would have to admit that God is the creator of the universe.
And they're not.
The sustainer of life. There's a lot of things they'd have to admit.
Yeah. What was your uniform number, by the way, when you got a jersey?
I don't remember. I'll tell you something even better than that. I've
got
a VHS video of me playing middle school basketball. Jacksboro Middle School versus La Follette Middle School.
Oh, okay.
And we watched it at Thanksgiving or Christmas. I can't remember. Thanksgiving or whatever. We was looking through. We watched it.
Did you put on the show?
Well, I did okay.
Were you the round mound or rebound? But you got in there when you. When you went for the rebound, you got it.
I got it.
Yeah. I can see that. So his daughter was the same way. When Maddie went in for a rebound, she got the rebound, or she'd take somebody's head off.
I mean, it's a little grainy, but I mean, it's not quite Pistol Pete level, but it was pretty good,
Oh, you're killing me. That's good stuff. So, again, if you're wanting a church home, if you don't have one, we're not out here trying to steal people, but if you don't have a church home, you're looking for church home, you're going to hear the word, and you're going to have them pour into your kids at whatever level of grade they are, the youngsters all the way up to the high schoolers. Pleasant Beach Baptist Church, I can tell you firsthand from experience, that'll be your church because they pour into these kids, give them every opportunity to get saved and hear the gospel.
Well, you can't make them make a decision, but you can continue to pour the truth in them, and we've seen several of them that have been saved recently, and we're thanking the Lord for that, and thankful, just grateful for what the Lord's doing. But we only have one opportunity. I remind people all the time that your kids only have one childhood.
Get one
They've
shot
only
at
got
them.
one time to be a teenager,
Yep.
and what you emphasize, they're going to remember the rest of their life. And so,
Well
I
put.
mean, we're doing what we can, but ultimately, a lot of it has to do with the home.
Yeah. Where's your wife? Every time Sunday when I see you tomorrow night, tomorrow night I'll be in Knoxville. But Sunday when I see you, I'm going to sit back there and try and keep a straight face, thinking, these kids. We come up to bat. Where's your wife and your kids?
That's what they said. I played first base. That guy talked to me the whole time, asking me about them, and it was just part of we had a good time. That was down in Maryville, Alcoa actually, out on Airport Highway.
Now this is before you were dating Miss Valerie. You were just a little guy, right?
I was probably 12. I was Little League. Back then we played
Little League,
officially
okay.
Little League. I think
right.
I was 12, but I probably was 6 foot.
This is before you was dating Miss Valerie then, okay.
This is just before that. You go out to Airport Highway. I remember you kind of bear left right before the airport. There was a Shoney's out there, and we played.
Shoney's. Now I remember Shoney's getting the big boy burgers, the big old peach strawberry pie.
I don't know. We couldn't afford Shoney's. We did. No, I'm just joking.
I loved it. Of course, they went out of business, so Shoney's are gone.
Shoney's out of gone, yeah.
So, thank you for always coming. How do we find out more? What's the website, Facebook for the church?
Well, PleasantBeachBaptist.com is the website, but most people, now find you on Facebook, and then we also live stream everything on YouTube, and so a lot of people have been watching. I talked to somebody today. They're like, I'm not able to be there all the time, but we're watching, and so that's always a good thing.
Very few people come on my show and make me cry from laughing. Every time he comes, it's hilarious, and it's just, here's the thing, just being Mark Fowler. Just a couple good old boys.
I have a lot to laugh about. You might as well laugh a little bit, right?
Absolutely. You go crazy. Life's too short. Got to laugh. And if you can laugh at yourself, most people can't laugh at themselves.
Oh, no.
This day and age, you can't, people just won't laugh at themselves. You got to laugh at yourself. So.
Well, I've got a lot to laugh about when
Amen.
I laugh at myself.
Me and you both.
Just go with it, right?
We're in our own little world. We have a good time.
We have a good time, and it'll be okay, right?
Be okay. See you next. Wednesday night we'll be down in Knoxville with the baseball team, and so we will see you Sunday. Ready to go.
Lord willing, I'll try to be there.
Yep. Speaking of Knoxville, speaking of the sub-state, speaking of baseball, our head coach is here. He joins us next right after this break. We're live here, so. Oh, Mark Fowler, you're hilarious. Right back after this on the Tom Daly Sports Show. We're talking to our sponsor again, Daryl Cannon from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, proud sponsor of the Cyclones and Tom Daly Sports Show. So for folks who've never been here, tell us all about Cannon's. What's it all about?
Oh, goodness. Family-owned business. We are always a Cannon's in-house usually. I mean, we're here for our customers. We want to support our community. We love our little town. Elizabethton is such a sweet place to live in. And we got 4 grandkids who are all involved in sports, softball, baseball, volleyball, soccer. So we enjoy that aspect of our community and enjoy our customers. We love to see people come in and love to talk to them and just have a good time.
42 years. So how do we find you on social media?
We have a Facebook page that is tremendously visited. We have around 15,000 followers each month, and that's a good way. CannonsHomeStore.com is our website. Full picture catalog of, I think there's 1.2 million things on our website.
Wow.
Now, we don't have all that in the store, but it just shows how much we can get. Have a lot of things of it in the store, but we don't have room for a million products.
Hours are open.
Open 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. This coming next Friday would be open until 8 that night. It's the downtown Thirst Friday event. Looking forward to that.
And the phone number?
423-543-6937.
One of our great sponsors again right here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. The great folks right here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton. Look there. I tell you what, I'm surrounded by handsome guys. See here? Fowler leaves, and then rolls Presnell. And both of you guys have, behind every good man's a great woman. You got Sarah Presnell, and he's got Stephanie Fowler. So,
Agreed.
Would you agree? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, she is Mrs. Presnell's top shelf, and so is Mrs. Fowler. We got a baseball coach sitting beside us from the Elizabethton Cyclones, heading down for in his 9 years of head coach, his fourth sub-state. He's been in the regional tournament 5 out of 9 years, so that just exudes success, of course. So the sub-state, new format, right? Best out of 3.
Yeah, best out of 3. It used to be at 7 innings for your life,
Yep.
and you had to do that in region too. Of course, you're facing elimination all the time in this time of year, But at the end of the day, I think it's a much better measure of who's going to be the better team to go to the state tournament is to make you play 3.
Yep. So, yeah, you got to earn it. You can have a bad night in the old format, you're done. But this way, I mean, you really are going to find out who's the best team. You got 3 shots, best out of 3. At what point, some of the games I didn't get to them because we're doing different things and couldn't, but we've rode the rails here for the last 10, 12 games pretty solid. And we're going to be there tomorrow night. Dr. Minton and I will be there tomorrow night and on Thursday. At one point, this was, let's face it, I'm a straight shooting guy. This was a struggling baseball team, just hadn't got us put together yet. What game, at what point, as the head coach, he said, flip got switched, or switch got flipped, rather. Flip got switched. There you go.
Same thing.
Flip, you know what I meant. That's West Virginia there. The flip got switched. So where was it along the way you said, these guys, we're turning the corner. Here we go.
Can I be honest?
Mm-hmm.
October. I mean, we knew exactly what this was going to look like. And through it all, we just kept telling these kids, continue to believe it's going to happen. We know it's going to happen. Just keep moving. And there's just not a specific game because it was part of the process. There's just a whole long line of events. There's some games out there I'd love to go have those games back this week because I do know we are better today than we were at the beginning of the season. There's no doubt about that. But as far as like flipping a switch or even wondering if I really knew we could be top 2 in the conference, and I really knew once you get in region, you got to win 2 before you lose 2. And we're set up to do that with our pitching. And I knew we'd have a chance to play a sub-state. I have a list of goals for these guys, and I printed them off probably about week 4 or 5 when the meat of that schedule was really hitting them hard. And I printed them off and put one in every one of those lockers. These are my goals for you. Every one of these goals remain intact, and the last goal was go to sub-state. For me, I told them, I said, that's why we're going to go down here and have fun with this, is because we were really the only ones expected to be here. And that was the goal, is to make it sub-state, because we know once you get to sub-state, anything can happen. And we're prepared for that. One of the things that I think plays in our favor is we know how to lose and recover quickly and come back, and we displayed that on Saturday. We know how to do that because we've had to do it all year. And so I could have cream puffed these guys on a schedule and said, we're going to be young and we'll need to get our feet under it. But that's not their personality, and that's not who they are. They're a bunch of tough kids. And if I said, hey, we're going to go play these cream puffs, and no, coach, we don't want to do that. We want to play the best because we think we can beat them. I mean, that's just the way they feel. And so there wasn't a game per se where you feel like, okay, that's it. It was just such a longer process than that. But I do know the last 3 weeks of the regular season, we won every conference game except for one. And then we went into our district, which is, to me, the toughest district in the state, and won 3 in a row. I mean, just you can't argue with that.
Big quality opponents.
Yeah, and our conference, a lot of credit due to all these other teams, because I can tell you from seeing region and now looking at what we're going to see in the sub-state, our conference is legit. I know that for a fact any team in our conference could have been in that region. And I'm proud of where we play. I'm proud of the guys we play against. I mean, they're all good people, and they've prepared us well for this postseason run, because it's it's a meat grinder, man. It's a meat grinder of a conference.
Well, the bounce back that he's referring to, and it's exactly right, was, we lose. We're up 2-0. Greenville scores 13 straight, beats us 13-2. It's Greenville, and we know the rivalry between these two great schools and the respect we have from both programs. So, okay, we got to turn around and come back in 2.5, 3 hours and play a survival game for your season. And we beat a good volunteer team to put them out. So, you made a great point. A lot of teams I've followed down through the years, they got beat in an afternoon game, pack it in, they're done.
Yeah.
They couldn't mentally rise back up, if you will, and come back and play that second game and not only win it, but just even be competitive. I've been around teams that they tanked it. Our guys didn't tank it. We got beat. They didn't like it. They took it personal. And so, Greenville, to their credit, is going on. They're hosting Union County. They're the regional champ. Our guys said, we're not done, and we're going to come back tonight. We're going to do what we got to do to beat Volunteer, and we did. And that's a good baseball team too. So that's a credit to the coaching staff. The system's in place. And we're going to ask him to talk about these coaches here in a second, because we talk about the kids, and deservedly so. But these coaches put in a lot of time for not a whole lot of money. We know that with a stipend, and they're away from their families a lot, but they do a wonderful job. And he's got a system in place and a template. And I had the privilege of sitting in on his pre-practice meeting, visit, whatever, talk yesterday, and I was just sitting there like, wow. I promise you there's colleges that don't go through the organization and doing the things like he does and his coaching staff that I saw yesterday. Just, very matter of fact. But again, guys, I love you. We're going to do this. And, they heard things that I never heard when I played, I can tell you. And I thought I had some pretty good coaches, but I never heard that stuff. And so the system's been in place. He's been here 9 years. And so they're just doing what you've always done. Here we go. And we do the same things every day. A repetition. Proof's in the pudding. Your coaches bought into it. The kids bought into it. So that's why I love being around this program, because it is what it is. So toot the horn for your coaches, about your coaches, would you please?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I think everybody out there really knows what we put into it. The expectation of Elizabethton is to be good. And sometimes that measurement of good is different, right? Different years, you've got different types of talent. But when we talk about good here, we talk about coaches that just pour into kids. Like, are you pouring into your kids? And for most folks around here, that's good enough. Mm-hmm. And that's the opinions I worry about, is like how you treating your kids. Like, that's the opinion I worry about. The wins and losses are one thing, but how we treat these kids as a coaching staff is important. We brought on Jack Bembry this year. Reed Casey wanted to spend more time at home. It's something I can absolutely identify with, and he decided to cash it in after last year, and we were blessed to pick up Jack Bembry. I mean, he's just been such a blessing. He's one of the rare guys, just a young guy, that still commands respect from the players. I mean, he's only 23, 24 years old, but he still commands respect from these guys, and they listen to him and they do what he says. But he also still understands their music, and he kind of dresses like them. Which I'm way out of that loop now. But he's done a great job of coming in here with golly, what a talented pitching staff. And it's all back next year.
Yes.
I mean, this time next year, I can't even really imagine what that's going to look like. And I'm excited for that. Hunter Hodges has been with me since his playing days. Hunter played for me and came back after his college playing time, said, I really think I want to get in on this. And he did. He came in, again, as a 22-year-old kid, jumped in and took over as head coach of the JV, which is a huge job. I mean, he's the only other person in the program that gets to ride a lineup. Came in and showed maturity so fast. When Ryan White 2 or 3 years ago decided he wanted to pursue some other things, mainly being a barber, really good barber, Hunter just stepped right in and just from day one has been one of those guys that I know if I got to dig a foxhole with, he's the guy I want to dig the foxhole with, because I know he's going to watch my back. And that means a lot to a head coach, to know that you've got somebody out there that's representing your interests even when you're not there. And that takes a lot of maturity, and speaks to him. And he's an Elizabethton baseball guy through and through. Brother played here, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, everybody's Elizabethton folks, and they know how we do things and what the expectation is. And I got Joe Diaz came back this year to help with JV, to be the JV head coach, even as assistant principal. He's even drove us all over the place because he's got a CDL. And Joe's also one of those guys that I've never doubted for a second what he wants for me, and that's the best. And running that JV commands such respect with those kids as an assistant principal. You'd see him for the first few weeks he was there. They were really tight around him. It's like, well, it's Mr. Diaz. No, it's Coach Diaz. Yeah. He wants that relationship with those guys, and he stepped in to fill in for Coach Eder, who is with the Air National Guard right now, serving his country overseas. Just a guy that at 40 years of age enlisted in the Air National Guard to serve his country in a dangerous world right now. And
Amen.
So that speaks volumes about who these guys are. And then Jared Ellis has come alongside and is helping with the JV, has been for 3 years now. This guy's a register of deeds and coming down there and working with these kids. He's going to be going with us to Gibbs for 2 days. I mean, just somebody that's poured in, and the son of Elizabeth and Great and Harold Ellis. As a former head coach here that I played for, and just you look at the mixture of folks from the inside, folks from the outside. Just the talks that we have in those coaches' offices are incredible. I've never met or served with a crew of guys like that, and it just, these kids are very lucky, and they know they're lucky, Tom. I mean, they do talk to other people, and they do know what else is out there, and a lot of our college guys will come back and talk to them back. Listen, you need to take advantage of everything you got here, because what they're saying is absolutely right. If you want to play college ball, if you want to be successful at the next level, then you got to do what they say. Because I'm just telling you, when you get there, they're going to expect you to do that, and they're not going to be telling you anymore to do that. You're just expected to know these things. And so that's when I took over. That's what I said. There's a big part of me that always wanted to be a college baseball coach. So I said, well, I'm not going to coach college. I love where I'm at. Why not just go ahead and make this like college?
Mm-hmm.
And we do that. And we've had a lot of success sending guys to the next level, whether that's the military or the workforce or college or baseball. Who knows? But we work super hard at just teaching these guys life skills, teaching them how to be better men. And, man, we've been blessed with a lot of good kids, a lot of good parents, but especially a lot of good coaches.
We're here live again at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishing. Mr. Cannon will come back in and wrap this thing up. We're going to take a look at Major League Baseball coming up here in a few. But the obvious, tomorrow night we're going to be down Game 1 of the best of 3, then Game 2 on Thursday, Game 3 on Thursday if necessary. Scattering Port of Knox Gibbs, that's our opponent. We're down to the, Sweet 16, I guess?
Yeah.
Top 16 in the state in each class. So what's the scoop? What's the story on Gibbs?
Well, 32-3 for a reason. I mean, this is a powerhouse program. This is a program that honestly, throughout my head coaching tenure that I've looked at, their head coach Jeff Davis is a super, super good guy. I've spoke to him several times in the last couple of days. He's just helped us find a place to stay, helped us to recommended these are the places you want to eat. He's in it for all the right reasons, and his program shows. That's been a successful program for a long time, and a lot of that has to do with the leadership that he puts into this. And you won't find a coach out there that says they don't like Jeff. I mean, he cares about other people, he cares about other coaches, and tries to help other coaches get better, even if they're in his own district. I mean, that just says something about who the guy is. But as far as baseball talent wise, this is obviously a tall task. Honestly, winning any game in May in Tennessee baseball is a tall task. It just is what it is. Like I said, any team in our conference, whoever we drew in the first round, you're going to be worried about. But going down there, it's going to be different. There's going to be a lot of talent on the mound. They're number 1 and number 2 are very legitimate pitchers, collegiate-style pitchers that are going to, flood the zone with really good pitches. And so our guys are going to be ready to go from the get-go for want to score some runs, and I think that's the big thing is if we can hit, we will compete very well because our pitching and defense is some of the best in the state. Like clearly, I mean, you don't get here without that. And so if we can put the ball in play and do the things we do, we're a tough opponent too. And I know our record kind of pales in comparison to 32-3, but that 32-3 or whatever our record is right now, it just doesn't matter. Like those things are out the window. We're all 0-0 tomorrow night at 7:00.
That's the best of 3, best 2 out of 3 rather. You head on to the state tournament next week. We're down to the final 16 of the state. There's 4 teams still standing in Northeast Tennessee: the Greenville Green Devils, the Elizabethton Cyclones, University High Junior Bucks, and the Scienceville Hilltoppers. That's it. Out of all the baseball, one of the things he told his kids yesterday, he said, there's about 100 schools at least that are not. Look here, Mrs. Presley's watching.
This is the only way she gets to see me.
Yeah. Behind every good man is a great woman, and she's a great lady, and so is Pastor Fowler, whose wife he was just here a few minutes ago. But he was talking about what'd you say yesterday? There's 100 coaches, 100 schools out there are not in position to go what these guys are doing. He said, guys, let's go down and have fun, and that's what you told them.
Yeah, you got to. I told them, flip the paradigm. Me personally, I firmly believe in the teachings of Jesus Christ, and I'd like to be okay enough to call myself a disciple of his teachings. Mm-hmm. And that's what he did for so many people. He took the paradigm that it was being provided by the religion of the day and said, you need to flip this on its head. You need to take God's law and you need to flip it on its head. And he said, if you want to follow me, you better hate your mom and dad. You better hate your family. Like, everybody's like, wait a minute, what do you mean? Like, we want to do the same thing with this opportunity. This is an opportunity. This is not a test or a task or a battle. This is an opportunity to go play a really good baseball team in a really fun place with a storied program, and to help build our program. Mm-hmm. Like, whether we win or lose, look at what we've done. And I'm just so stinking proud of this program and what we've done this last year. And it's been hard, and we deserve, let me rephrase, we've earned the right to go play in a sub-state. Now, if they beat our brakes off, I'm still going to be happy that we made it sub-state. I've still got 2 big fat plaques from region and district to hang up on a wall in a school until the day that school goes to the ground. Mm-hmm. Who could be unhappy with that? Now listen, that doesn't mean we're just going to go down there and la-di-da and smile our way through it. No, we're going to compete. We are going to compete, but we're going to compete with the freedom of, hey, look what we've already done. Mm-hmm. And that's hard to find. There's a lot of level of maturity. We saw that slip from us Saturday against Greenville. We let that go for a few innings, and it caught up to us, and that's okay because dadgummit, we're still moving on, and we're still young. Like we're incredibly young, practically returning almost everything on the field next year, and so they are learning so many things about flipping that paradigm on its head of, is this a test? Is this a task? Is this about? No, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to glorify God. I mean, I think about a guy like Josh Wandell who looked at ALS as an opportunity. Most people wouldn't do that, but he had the Spirit in his heart of our God, and he was a true believer in Jesus Christ, and he took ALS and he flipped it on its head and said, I'm going to look at this differently than everybody else does, and I'm going to use this opportunity to glorify him. And he attacked it. He really did. And people like that are such a good example. So when you think about being nervous, because I don't know if you were there when I did that, I said, how many of y'all are nervous? Mm-hmm. Every hand went up. I said, if you'll notice, my hand didn't go up. Yeah, there's moments where it kind of creeps in my heart, and then I'm like, wait, why would I be nervous? I served 12 years in the United States Army, 4 years as an FBI agent. I've done things that will make you nervous. This doesn't make me nervous. This makes me happy.
Sure.
And so flip it on its head, and when we hit that tough moment in the game, don't be nervous. Be excited. Hit me the ball. Put me in the box. Let me lay down the bunt. Let me get the hit. Let me strike the guy out. Yep. Let me do it. I want to do it. That's what championship teams are able to do this time of year. They're able to recover from pretty good licking we took Saturday morning to come back Saturday evening and punch our ticket.
So Austin will be with them tomorrow night, weather permitting. Of course, there is rain, and of course, if that's the case, I mean, it's raining outside right now, as a matter of fact. But if it's, if we don't get it in tomorrow night, we'll be there for 2 on Thursday, and then they have agreed, which I thought was very classy. If it ends up going into Friday, we have graduation, of course, on Friday, which we're calling for rain for that too. But Gibbs said if we get to that point, we need to play a game on Friday. We're going to play at 11 o'clock so you guys can play the game, get back on the bus, and head back up home, get ready for graduation. You got 3 seniors, Alex Riddle, Corey Green, and Andrew Blevins, who signed yesterday to play football at Carson Newman.
Yeah, super proud of that young man. That's been a lifelong dream of him, and he comes from that long line of Goddards that just love cracking heads on a football field. And so super proud of him for signing yesterday. Alex Riddle's going to ETSU, and I think Corey's going to TCAT. And just, golly, salt of the earth people, great families, great human beings. I was talking to Alex's mom yesterday and was just sharing with her, like, this kid is top 10 in my book. Like, he is a phenomenal human being. And Corey's, go over there doing whatever it takes. He's done laundry. He's done everything, man. Like, he has a servant's heart, and he's been such a blessing to our program. So those 3 kids, man, they're going to be missed. I'm going to really miss those kids next year, because it's, you get used to sitting there in that desk and seeing those guys walk by for the day and waving at you, and they've done it every day for 4 years, and and they're gone. You
Yep.
know, it's hard as a coach. It's one of the hardest things when you get to this time of year, is thinking you won't get to see those kids every day. But I'll tell you, one of the great pleasures of my life is just sending a random text to them 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years later. How you doing today? You know, just dropping that inbox and say, hey, I'm still thinking about you, man.
Absolutely.
And that's part of being a good coach. You know, it's like just letting them know there's somebody here who loves you, believes you, and cares about you. And if you ever need something, all you got to do is call.
So the program's on solid footing, folks. So tomorrow we'll get on down there and see what happens tomorrow night. Roll the dice and see. As he said, he's right. Everybody at this point is 0-0. So, and you play 3, and whoever wins 2 out of 3 heading off to the big dance next week. So we're hoping the orange and black. Hope next week we're trying to get hotel accommodations in. Where they play it now? Spring Fling. They still play it at
all over the
Murfreesboro.
Place. Yeah,
all around Murfreesboro.
It's a train wreck of emotion down there.
It is.
Everywhere you go, you look and see athletes, whether it's track and field, soccer, softball, baseball. It's a pretty cool event. It's hard from the baseball perspective to slam that many games in 4 days, but it is a neat event, and it's a neat field down there because everybody's going for a championship, and you're truly amongst the elite.
When was the last time we were down at the state?
2019.
2019.
So,
last time we were in sub-state, 2019.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So 5 years ago. So that was a heck of a run too. So we're looking for a good run tomorrow night. So we'll get on the bus and head that way. So there you go.
There's a big supporter.
There's a big supporter. Andy
One of our
Wetzel,
dugout club presidents.
Yeah.
President Emeritus.
There you go.
Properly label him.
Yeah. Great guy, Andy Wetzel.
Absolutely. It's cool that they walk by right now because we talk about people who've helped build it. I mean, there's so many hundreds of people that have built this program into what it is. And, I was handed the keys to something really clean that was running really well. It was very competitive. And, when JP left and able to just build, man, like you look at the infrastructure of what's been built down there by the folks in this town and our baseball community, just golly, so proud, man. And so, again, I told him, I said, when you ride down there, you're riding down with every bit of that behind you because it's a storied program with state championships and, they're a fixture this time of year too. I said, but, last decade we have been too. 4 or 5 out of 10 years you're playing in sub-state, and you've been to state championship 3 out of the last 12 years. I mean, that's pretty stinking good, and that's a lot to be proud of. And I know people kind of assume it's hard to get there, but you've seen it, man. Like, it is so hard to do what we've done, and so very proud.
Gibbs has won state championships, of course.
Yes.
And what'd you say, we've been to the state tournament 3 out of the last 9 years?
It would be more like 11 or 12. I think last time they went would have been,
Talking about us?
Yeah, with JP Nix, they went 2 years before I took over as head coach. So
these 3 of the last 12 years been to state.
Yeah. 25% going to state rate's pretty stinking good, man.
We'll take it.
Yeah, it's impressive.
And as I said in the first broadcast, and it holds true, first baseball game I did this year, coming off that double overtime gut-wrenching loss, the Lady Cyclones took to Cobb County. The first baseball game out of the chute, I said, if you're going to get these guys, you better get them this year. Because the cavalry's coming. We're loaded for bear for the next 2 or 3 years. So if you're going to get them, you must be getting them this year. And, we started slow. It ain't where you start, it's where you finish. And we've had a big run down the stretcher. We've beaten some really good teams to get. It's no fluke. We've earned our right to get down to the sub-state tomorrow night, as has Gibbs. So, there's no cream puffs. We've earned it. We've had to go through some good teams to get there. And so I'm excited about getting on the wagon and heading down to tomorrow and calling the ball game. Dr. Minton will be there with us, and we'll do one tomorrow night, do one on Thursday night, and our Thursday at 4 o'clock. And we have to turn around and play that third one Thursday. We will. So we're going to be there for the duration, sir.
Yep, should be exciting.
Cyclone Pride.
Yes, sir.
Love you, man.
Love you too, brother.
God's so good. What an honor to be around him and all this, Had Mr. Jim Preslin here last week talking track. Had Kenny Harden on back early in the season talking softball. We've had Forrest on athletic director, and we've had, all our different coaches come on and talk at different points of the athletic season. And I know all these schools around here got great coaches, but, we got some really great coaches. So, and that's not to diminish other schools that are listening in the area, but it's just we got a good crop of guys and ladies that coach our kids. Again, at Elizabethton High School. I'm proud to be part of it. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look. Speaking of Evan Carter and the boys, we'll take a look at Major League Baseball next year. And then Mr. Cannon will come back and wrap it up here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Cannon's Final Home Furnishing. Ford of Elizabeth and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
So here's the deal. An opportunity presented itself for me to come check the dealership out. They said it might be for sale. My wife, my mother-in-law, both of my sisters happened to come last September, and we ended up at the Covered Bridge event. And we just thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, it was a blast. We weren't planning on being there for that. It just so happened the time that we came, the Covered Bridge event was going on, and we just loved it. We loved the community. We loved the energy, the vibe, and we felt like it would be a great opportunity for us to serve the community. Because every time I look at a store, I always look at how could we improve the community, how could we create jobs, how could we improve the business, and the upside was so tremendous in the Elizabethton community. I just felt like we could come make a big difference, and we've been able to do it.
You have. Ford, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Elizabethton. Social media, how do we find you?
So Ford of Elizabethton, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Elizabethton. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We're everywhere. And we're ready to serve the community, sell cars, and make some happy customers.
Amen. What's the hours you're open, sir?
So we're open at 7:37 in service, and we're open at 8:30 in sales. We stay open till 7.
Our title sponsor, the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Ford of Elizabethton, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And Big Dad's Barbecue, so holidays are coming. How can you help us, big guy?
We do all of our regular barbecue. We got curbside. We do a lot of to-go. We got dine-in. We do, if you call ahead, we do catering for, special occasions. If you don't feel like cooking, we will do hams and turkeys for Thanksgiving the week of. We just be running business as usual.
If you have a holiday party coming up, how can you help us with that?
You can, if you call ahead and tell me how many people and what you want, we can have it ready for you, and you can come pick it up and let us do the cooking for you, and it'll be cooked hot, ready to eat, fresh, cooked when you come to pick it up. It'll be fresh right then. It won't be like sitting under a heat lamp or anything.
Social media, how do we find you?
I'm on Facebook. I got somebody working on a website, but they're still working on it. So, Facebook's the best place. Big Dan's Barbecue page.
Phone number is 542-2272, the number to call. So the holidays are upon us here. If you need help with barbecue, phone's ringing as we speak. If you need barbecue, if you need platters, you need, when people call in and get stuff for parties, what's the 2 or 3 most popular things to ask for?
The big ones are pulled pork, beans, and slaw. But we also got, mac and cheese, collard greens, potato salad. We have, several things you can choose from that we make here in-house. So just pretty much whatever you need barbecue-wise.
542-2272. Give them a call. Let them help you with the holidays. If you get a small gathering, big gathering, whatever, give them a call. Give them a shot. Let them help you. 542-2272. Love coming down here. Love eating the food right here on Elk Avenue in downtown Elizabethton on Big Dad's Barbecue. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're going to do one more segment here. We're going to let Mr. Cannon come in and wrap this thing up. Let's take a look at Major League Baseball. Who's playing where today? The Braves will take on the Cubs tonight. Julio Telan will go for the Cubs and Chris Sale for the Braves tonight at Truist Park at 7:20 first pitch. Texas tonight, leader on the mound for the Rangers. Let's see, Lively will go for the Guardians tonight, game 2 of that series. In Texas, the other regional team, the Reds, they will be in Arizona. And Hunter Green will go on the mound for Cincinnati, and Sassoni will go for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Lose how you say that. Let's see. A day game coming up, if I get ready started just any minute. Philadelphia and the Mets in New York. Later this afternoon, Washington and the White Sox playing in Chicago. Under the lights tonight, Toronto and Baltimore, Miami and Detroit, the Red Sox in Fenway hosting Tampa Bay. The Pirates in Milwaukee, Minnesota, and the Yankees opening up a series tonight in Minnesota. It's going to be a big series. Both those teams are in the hunt for the American League East, American League Central right now. Oakland and Houston, White Sox and Washington playing that second game of the doubleheader. The Cardinals in L.A. to battle the Angels. Also tonight in Major League Baseball, the Royals in Seattle. That's a good matchup, too. San Diego hosting Colorado, and the Dodgers will be in San Francisco in Major League Baseball. Let's take a look at the standings. First off in the National League, the Phillies lead the Braves by 2. Phillies have won 8 out of 10. They still playing very, very good baseball. In the Central, Milwaukee with a half-game lead over the Cubs, which is interesting because Milwaukee has lost 2 in a row and 6 out of 10, and yet here they are, only a half game above, in fact, in first place. That in of itself is interesting, having lost 2 in a row and 6 out of 10. But the Brewers, half game better than the Cubs in the Central, and the Dodgers, with a record of 8-2 in their last 10 games, they lead the Padres by 6.5 in the NL West. So, oh, you're awesome. Thank you, Krista. So thank you all very much. All the kind of birthday greetings. We appreciate that. In the American League, Baltimore and the Yankees are dead even. Both have won 7 out of the last 10. So both playing excellent baseball. As we told you, the Yankees opened up a series tonight in Minnesota. They trail the Guardians in the Central by 1 game. They've won 7 out of 10. Cleveland's won 6 out of 10. Kansas City in third place, only a game and a half back. And then in the West, Seattle leads the Rangers by a game and a half. Texas has lost 4 in a row. And so Seattle's won 6 out of 10. And so those two teams will square off tonight. That would be Texas and, let's see, Seattle will be hosting Kansas City. And Texas, as we said, the Texas Rangers will be hosting the Cleveland Guardians. So some good ones there coming up. NFL news, the Detroit Lions making Jared Goff a rich, rich guy. 4-year, $212 million contract extension. Out of the $212, $170 million guaranteed. So Jared Goff is set for life. The $53 million average. $53 million average in Goff's new deal makes him the second highest NFL quarterback, only behind the Bengals' Joe Burrow, who's making $55 million a year. Is that not crazy? That is crazy. Obviously, they believe in Jared Goff, and with good reason. The guy's put up some good numbers. Over the last 2 years, Goff has helped the Lions win 21 games, a franchise record. 12 wins in 2023, also tied for the most wins in a season in franchise history. And so in 3 seasons in Detroit, Goff has thrown for 12,258 yards, 78 touchdowns, and only 27 interceptions. So he's been getting it done. They rewarded him with a $212 million 4-year contract. $170 million of that is guaranteed. So I'm thinking he can come down and buy a lot of furniture all day, every day now. He can come right here, Jared Goff, and spend a lot of money and not miss it, making $53 million a year. Missouri State moving up. Again, some reconfigurations in football and basketball conference play. They're going to join the Conference USA beginning in 2025. 12th full member of the CUSA. And the third school, along with Kennesaw State and Delaware, to move up from the FCS to the FBS. And Missouri State is now there. The rest of the Conference USA includes Louisiana Tech, Western Kentucky, Middle Tennessee State, UTEP, University of Texas El Paso, and Florida International. So that's what's going on there in Major League Baseball and in the college game as well. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back, and Mr. Cannon will join us right after this. He's got some final words to tell you about the big sale going on here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, big Memorial Day sale. He joins us right after this timeout from one of our great sponsors, the good folks from Big John's Closeouts on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Start thinking stains and painting. You got a full line. Tell us about that from Big John's Closeouts.
Yeah, we've got about anything that you might need in your interior painting supplies and stuff of that nature, from either Valspar or the California paint, which used to be many years ago Gray Seal paint. A lot of people remembers that. as far as that nature. We can mix different colors. We've got color charts that you can pick from. We've got your primers if you've got where you've had a water leak or whatever. We've got primers and things that you can put on there so it doesn't bleed through as far as that goes. And of course, we've got all your application items that you might need, from paint brushes to rollers to everything from Worcester, which is American made pretty much. And so we're very proud of that. You know, a lot of people will be starting to think about getting out on the deck now that it's getting warmer and things of that nature. Not only doing repair work with our full line of treated lumber and other stuff, but thinking about staining. You know, whether you want a semi-transparent, semi-solid, solid color stain. You know, we stock the Cabot line, and we're also bringing in a new line of stain that is a Ready Seal stain, which is almost bulletproof. You just pretty much with their stain product eliminate any brush marks, lap marks with your rollers. It flows, and basically you get an almost foolproof finish with that Ready Seal stain. We'll have about 6 to 8 colors in stock probably within the next 2 weeks of that. And so we're very excited about having that. That's going to be our newest line that we're adding.
It's awesome. It's all available. Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton. The hours are open, sir.
7:30 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday.
And how can we find you to find out more on social media?
BigJohnsCloseouts.com. You can also email us at experts@BigJohnsCloseouts.com or give us a call at 542-4755.
Well, we're great sponsors of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local at Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton. Nope, I have you on 8. There we go. And he's here for the final go-round of Cannon's Home Furnishings while we're here, of course, promoting the product, the obvious. So we've got lots to tell you about, so I'm going to put these up on screen. We'll go down through here. Let's see where to go. It went going down. Let's see, going down. That's a little further. It's right there. There we go. And let's see. There we go. Thank you, sir. God bless. It's either Kerry Taylor, Daryl Cannon. Somebody's always helped me because I don't do well with it. But here we go. Let's start with this, and I'm going to show you on the camera. And it's not going to be as good as coming in here, obviously. This is a beautiful sofa with a nail head trim, regular $12.79. Got it on sale for $8.99 again at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Tell us about this one, would you please?
This is actually from Benchcraft. It's the #1 selling sofa that they have. We've brought it in several months ago, and it's been a good seller. It's a very the fabric is very durable, scratch resistant. If you have pets, it works out really good for you. And it's even easy to get hair off of. As you have pets, if you know they're going to get hair on things.
Yep.
The hair just wipes right off of this, so it makes it very convenient.
All right, there's the first one. Let's go to the next one here. Buy this sofa for $9.77. Get the chair and half. Get the chair and a half price. No, buy the sofa and get the chair free. There you go. Tell us about this one, please.
That's what we're doing, a display change on this one right here. I've been in the lineup for quite a while. What we're doing while our supplies last, you buy the sofa for $9.77. It normally sells, the sofa normally sells for $1,200, $1,300 in that area. But you buy the sofa $9.77, and we'll give you the big chair and a half. This is about a 44-inch wide chair. It's a big chair. The fabric's a beautiful gray, white color. Just a very nice group. And the fabrics, they say, is stain resistant totally. So anything will come off of it. So far it has. So
again, don't let these pictures, it's always better in person, and we're doing the best. I mean, I'm putting my phone up to the camera, and so that's what we've got here. Up next is a sofa, the real top grain leather recliner, regular $10.99, on sale for $577.21. Tell us about this one.
Another one of our special buys we've got in, just true top grain leather recliner, sort of a medium-sized recliner, fits about any room. It's got the full chase, so there's no gaps where your legs go. Just a nice little chair, $577. $
77 at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. All right. Here is a super luxurious sectional You regular $36.99, got it for $24.77, and a $200 free Ingles grocery gift card. Tell me about this one.
This is a unique group here. As you go by our front window, this is in one of our windows, and it's also is accompanied by a huge Chase sofa that goes with it. The Chase sofa is about the size of a queen bed. That's how big it is that goes with this section. So, in order to get both of them in there, you do need a very large room. But the sectional is large, but it still go in most rooms. Again, we got it on sale for $24.77, regular $36.99, and it still gets you $200 Ingles gift card.
Yep. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Here's the next one we want to tell you about. Power recliner, power lumbar, power headrest, and 2 cup holders. Regular $13.49. Got it on sale for $7.97. So, what is it? What's the difference? That 13 and 8. So you're talking a little over $500 savings on this one, which is awesome. Tell us about this one, would you please?
This has got, of course, power recline, power adjustable headrest, but it's got that all important power lumbar adjustment. And that's unusual in recliners. You don't see a lot of recliners with power lumbar adjustment, mainly because it's an expensive option to add to a chair. Also adds, the pop-out cup holders. Each side of the front of it pops out and has a hidden cup holder. When you don't need it, you just push it in. That way, it's not visible to your family, or typically the lady of the house does not like cup holders. So this is why they do that.
That's neat. All right, so that one's another one we'll showcase. Here is a table and 4 chairs, a regular $967. Got it on sale for less than $500. Tell us about this from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Have just a few of these left. It's a solid wood chair, solid wood tabletop, solid wood table base. Great looking. It's got a black and sort of a medium wood grain look to it. Just a great deal for $488. It's a 42-inch table, so just good size.
Yep, very good. We have a double reclining sofa in a high performance fabric, regular $15.59. Got it on sale for $866.41 from Cannon's.
It's been our lineup for probably 8 to 9 years. It's just as popular today as it was then. It's a classic look. Set's very soft, so you sink into it. It just really absorbs you. The fabric is, again, it's almost unscratchable. This fabric is tough as it can be. Again, it's unstainable according to the manufacturer. We've had permanent markers actually come off of this fabric, and
wow,
that's pretty amazing.
Yes.
I always feel there's something going to stain it at one time, but so far we have not seen anything that would stay on it. Just a good tough group.
Don't let the pictures fool you, folks. Again, we're putting the phone up to the camera, and obviously it's not going to be as good as coming there and seeing it and setting it and touching it and feeling it. So don't let it be a deterrent till you come in there and take a look at these pieces of furniture we're showcasing. Here's a tall back recliner, regular $659. Got it on sale for $397 at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. There it is. Look at that.
Great recliner. Somebody that's 6 foot plus. Works very well with Thorum. A good Chanel gray color to it. Just a great deal on a good recliner.
We got a box springs and mattress we bought here last week, and we've been so busy calling all these baseball games. I got to wait until next week to get it delivered, but we have bought that, and it's a great deal, and so we're going to enjoy that. We got a bedroom set that he sold me 2 years ago. It's brand new, looks brand new. Got a living room set that Chad sold me. I was in here about 6-8 months ago, so get all my stuff from here, all my furniture. Here's one, a table and 4 chairs, regular $29.59, with a $100 free Ingles card comes with this one, and you got it on sale for $18.77. Is this the one we're sitting at? This is not it, is it?
No, this is
no.
not
Okay,
it.
well, check this out. This is awesome.
Great looking table. The table's about 3 inches thick on this group. It's a charcoal gray trim chairs, and the base of the table is charcoal gray. It's sort of a light wood to it. Another special buy we've got, $18.77.
Very good. All right, we got a couple more here. Here's the upgrade to a free adjustable base with mattress, sets over $9.99. So that we talked about this earlier in the show. Talk about that again, would you please?
This is great here. It basically gives you a choice. Buy any of the mattress sets. and with a normal flat foundation, or for no other additional charge, you can upgrade to the adjustable head and foot base. And most people are doing this. I mean, it's just it's a great deal and gets you into the adjustability without putting any more money into it.
Mm-hmm. So that's available here for a limited time. We'll do about 3 or 4 more. Here's a great setting sectional with a cuddler. Regular $2,068, on sale for $1,300, plus a free Ingles gift card. Once again, another great one from Cannons. Tell us about this one.
Notice the color on the right side of it. This is really unique. This one is not so large. We've had several in the past, but they've been so large it would not fit into most rooms. This one is not really any bigger than a normal sectional, and it gives you a lot of room in that corner to kids to sit with you, pets. Today's all about family time, sitting in front of the TV or sitting talking, having a good time, playing card games, whatever, and just enjoying yourself. And this helps out.
Still a couple of more here. Maybe there's one down there you want to pick out before we get out of here. A Bassett best-selling sofa, regular $24.99, on sale for $1,677, plus a free $100 free Ingles gift card to go shopping for groceries at Ingles here in Elizabeth, or any Ingles for that matter. So here we go. Tell us about this one.
Bassett's been around for over 100 years. Still a Bassett-owned company. The Bassett's family still retains 100% of ownership to the company. They've made furniture forever. About all of us have had Bassett at one time or the other. Whenever any company like that has the #1 selling sofa, and we get it, make a great price on it, it always sells well.
Mm-hmm. Let's do 2 more here. Are these good, these next 2 to do? You want to be fine with it? You want to cherry pick some more, or get these 2?
Whatever you
Does
want
it work?
to do.
Well, this is the one we've been talking about. Power recliner with a power headrest at a price that's just ridiculous. Regular $800, got it on sale for $388.77. This is the one I'm going to look at. Wow, with good reason. There it is. There's the one that's $388. That's unheard of, isn't it?
That's just a special buy we got. We got just a few left, so hurry in. It's power recline, power adjustable headrest. The fabric is a stain-resistant fabric that should hold up through years and years.
So not many of those left. Let's see what's the comments here real quick. Just want to know what the colors were. So folks are inquiring about this on the Facebook, which is great. Here's one, a sectional of high performance fabric, regular $2,010, got it on sale for $1,197 plus a free Ingles card. So let's showcase this one and let you take a look at this one from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
That's a great sectional. It's a good size it'll fit most rooms. It gives you the open right-hand side. A lot of folks really like that style now. It's very popular. And again, it's a performance fabric, so you don't have to worry about you spill something on it, it'll come off. So you don't have to. You can live on it.
Yep. Let's do one more here. Let me see if I can go down and find one that just jumps out at me. Of course, they're all so good. Here's an entertainment console, by the way. If you're looking for one of those, regular $509, got it on sale for $297. This entertainment console.
This is a unique piece here. TVs are getting bigger every day.
Mm-hmm.
This will hold up to a 70-inch TV, which is a large TV, and it's only $297. It's a great deal on it.
Yep, it is. They're all good here, folks. And let's see. Let's go back up here and get one more. And how about this closeout sectional right here? Regular $1,859, got it on sale for $787. This is a closeout sectional from right here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
And it's a display change. We're going to go to a different color. We won't keep the sectional, just go to a different color for display. And while these are in stock, it's only $787 for the sectional. A great deal right now.
So they're delivering today. I was talking to Chad a while ago. They're delivering furniture today. Today's stops are in Johnson City. It's been a busy week. Memorial Day sale is what we're talking about now. So, and you're reached as far as delivery, you're talking next day, 2 days out. I mean, it's pretty quick turnaround.
Typically, same day or next day.
Yeah.
Now, when we get closer to Memorial Day, it may be 2 days out.
Yeah.
But that's usually as long as it ever gets. And right now, you can buy it this season. We'll have to have it in your house tomorrow.
So
I love it. And the other thing is, too, they had a warehouse full of this, so it's not like, well, I want that recliner. Well, it's back order. We'll get it to you about 4, 5, 6 weeks. I mean, no, we got it here in stock, ready to go, right?
as you walk through the store, 95% of the products you see you can have it tomorrow. And we pride ourselves on that. That's one of those things that's what our customers want. We got that from the customer.
Yep. Love promoting these folks. They're awesome. So Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings on the Facebook. That's where we showed the pictures. The website is
cannonsfinehomefurnishing.com.
Yep. And the phone number is
423-543-6937.
Open 6 days a week, closed on the Lord's Day, which I appreciate. Right. So if you can't do it in 6, Dad used to say, if you can't do it in 6, you don't need to be doing it, because it says on the 7th day you're supposed to rest. My father would say, we're not doing anything on Sunday. He said, we can't get it done in 6 days, we're not going to get it done. And that's the way you take Sunday off to
way it has been.
Yeah, worship the Lord. So it's his day, the day of rest. Quick break again. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, love promoting them, obviously. I'm getting ready to look at that 388 recliner as soon as I get done here. We're going to do that after we take this break. Come right back from Carter County Bank. You're watching the Tom Taylor Sports Show right here live at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local. Amazon doesn't sponsor your local sports teams. They don't give back to the community like these folks do. And so we appreciate that very much from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy, where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them. It's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
Reminds me of the Eagle Center, and it said, things tell a story when people no longer can. And that's kind of appropriate for our store, because when you walk throughout the store, so many things spark a memory or a reminder of a family member or a place or a time long ago. And the antique and vintage decor that we have can really add some character and some conversation to your home, as well as bring back memories and things of times past.
Absolutely. What's the hours you're open?
We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5, and we usually stay late on the Saturdays for the car shows.
Social media?
So we have a Facebook page, Eagle Center Co-op.
And you're physically located where in downtown Elizabethton?
507 East Elk Avenue. It's in the second block of downtown. Hard to miss.
Yep.
First big building.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football. Got to check them out. The good folks downtown. Eagle Center Co-op. I believe in the place, believe in her, believe in the facility. And be loyal, buy local, and buy it in Betsy. One of our great sponsors, Eagle Center Co-op in downtown Elizabethton. We'll be at the Eagle Center next Thursday, broadcasting live. So that's going to do it from here. The coolest thing about this day is the fact that it's Israel's birthday. I think that's so cool. So, yes, it is my birthday. And, yes, I appreciate everybody saying happy birthday. There's no way I can go back and say thanks to everybody, but we'll hit some of these before we get out of here. But yes, it's Israel's birthday today. They became recognized as a sovereign state by the United Nations back when this state in 1948. Hello, Tammy Rustin. Thank you. Eric Cannon, Krista Britt. Let's see who else has wished us. Amy Whitson, of course. Thank you. Tammy Troutman, hope you have a day as extra special as you are. Thank you. What a sweet thing to say. Thank you, Tammy Troutman, one of my sponsors. So, let's see. Stephanie Fowler says, happy birthday, Mr. Tom. Thank you. Linda Birchfield, today's my birthday also. See, I'm birthday with a celebrity, Linda Birchfield. So, anyway, I'm looking up through here, trying to hit this real quick before we get out of here. Carl Wilson says, happy birthday. Thank you. It's very kind. All the nice things you guys are, sending me birthday greetings, but we're going to get out of here and move on the rest of the day. So a big thank you, as always, to Mr. Cannon. Thank you to our guest, Andrea Lewis. Obviously, if you follow this show, I think the world of that young lady. She does a great job. Also, think the world of David Nanny from Elizabeth and Parks and Rec. He's the interim director. Mark Fowler from Pleasant Beach Baptist Church is the man. I mean, he can flat preach it, but he is a funny guy. Didn't even try to be. So thank you for him stopping by. Of course, Ryan Presnell, head baseball coach of the Cyclones. We appreciate him as well. We're going to be heading down tomorrow. There'll be no show tomorrow. There's no show on Thursday here. We'll be back on Friday in theory, because tomorrow we're traveling to Knoxville to get ready for the sub-state baseball games tomorrow night. 7 o'clock airtime, 6:30 first pitch. Nope. Set it backwards. 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch. The Cyclones and the Knox Gibbs Eagles. We're 16-17, and they're 32-3. So I would think, based nothing on more than the records, the pressure's on them. And that's how I would treat it. I think that's how Coach Presnell's treating it too. That it's it is what it is. But we're going down to play a very good baseball team. We're a very good baseball team. Wouldn't be there. So again, 4 teams still standing. Thank you, Peggy Wilcox. Very kind. Thank you, ma'am, for the birthday greetings, birthday wish. Thank you. It's very sweet. So you have Greenville, Science Hill, University High, and the Cyclones are the 4 teams still left standing in the Sweet 16 of each classification of high school baseball here in the state. So back with you on Friday from Food City here in Elizabethton. So joining us tomorrow, please, at 6:30, audio only, from Knox Gibbs High School in K-Town. The Eagles and the Cyclones, and this is what you're going to see tomorrow night. It's audio only, so it'll be that right there that Kerry put together for us, and we certainly appreciate that as well. So that's what you're going to see while we're calling the ball game. So it's audio only, and this is the way it is. So we will, again, rejoin you then. Want to wrap it up. We always wrap up the show by dedicating it to the man who hung on the cross. It's the least I can do. I appreciate my health, appreciate the opportunity to be able to come out here and do this every day, and, some folks don't get to do that, and I do, and I thank the Lord publicly and the Holy Spirit for my health. So that's just the way it is. Psalms 88:1-2 says, O Lord, the God who saves me, day and night I cry out before you. Verse 2, may my prayer come before you, turn your ear to my cry. O Lord, the God who saves me, day and night I cry out before you, may my prayer come before you, turn your ear to my cry. Good way to end it here on the Tom Daly Sports Show, Psalms 88:1-2. Again, thanks for all the birthday wishes. Back with you. In fact, the kids, unbeknownst to me, kids came back, Miss Birchfield's class, and sang happy birthday to me when we wrapped up the show today. The tour schools from Harold McCormick Elementary. So thought that was really cool, very special, and very undeserving, but I'm very over-the-top grateful for it. See you back here again tomorrow night, 6:30 from Knox Gibbs High School. Until then, we'll tell you as always, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. I'm about to go buy me a recliner, I think. Thanks for watching show number 2073 of the Tom Daly Sports Show on this May 14th, the birthday of the country of Israel. I love it. God's chosen people. See you back here tomorrow night from Knox Gibbs High School. So